And we're going. Yeah, thanks for joining us. This is the Thanksgiving Extravaganza 2019. I call this one Take Two because I tried to set up the first one, and then I realized OBS, I was setting it up for D Live and not YouTube. So I called it Take Two, and then turns out I'm the jerk.
Should have just set it for both.
I could have. I didn't even think about that.
Or just restream it.
Yeah, we are.
No, I meant, or just restream it.
Oh, yeah. Don't you need an app for that?
I think there's a couple online ones.
Okay. So I suppose we'll start off today's with
Naturally.
You're just a slut.
I did invite quite a few people in, so it's it's definitely going to be. Hopefully, people will show up.
Well, give it a couple hours and Terry will wake up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's mostly. A lot of people who watched the last year's Extravaganza were like people who were like, "Oh yeah, I'll come back later." And of course, the 4th of July one had to get taken down.
Naturally.
Boy, what did I miss?
We were doing Russian slap fights, and we got a copyright strike.
Weak.
Yeah. So you're using copyright footage from this channel, and I'm like, no, I'm not.
And of course, they wouldn't let it slip.
No.
So how about them genocides?
How about him, eh?
Got the. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, so of course I'm coming down with another cold. Wonderfully. So how's the holiday treating you guys so far?
Yeah, just took cold meds, so I'm in the same boat. But no, otherwise, all's well.
How'd you do?
Just looking for better work. It's not really holiday up here, so.
Yeah, because isn't your guys last month or is it next month?
Last month.
Last month, that was what I thought.
Yeah.
It was one or the other.
Well, I mean, you think about it, you always gotta end on the grand finale. Canada is more like U.S. light, if anything. So it makes sense that our Thanksgiving would go first, and then the bigger and grander version, yours, would be right afterwards.
Right. Game sounds not too loud, is it?
No, it's.
I think I was hearing me grinding my weed more than I was hearing your gaming.
Well, put your dick down.
I don't grind my weed with dick, dipshit. I drag my.
I heard. I heard we.
Oh, fair.
Like either you're playing with a Nintendo console from a decade ago, or you're like
Well,
Florida Man.
even I'm not gonna fucking play that game
Mm.
console.
I have one.
I don't
I
know. It does some pretty good emulation.
Yeah, I mean, emulators are a different story, but I'm not exactly the type of guy to go buy a fucking game console. The only reason I have a game console anymore is because my brother bought me one when it came out for Christmas one year because he's like, well, I figured it'd be the first time you had a game system that was not only brand new and up to date for the consoles series, but it'd be all to yourself at the same time. And I'm like, oh, wow. He's like, I've never really thought of it, but yeah, I've never had that combination of game console to myself before. Thanks.
Mm. And then it was never played.
Well, it was just not as often. Not it doesn't really get much use these days now that I'm on the YouTubes and whatnots.
Sure.
It's easier to make a recording of a game on my computer than it is to make a recording of a game from my Xbox on my computer.
Oh, I know. I got an Elgato too.
I got a refurbished PC and an HP laptop.
Mm.
The laptop has Windows 10. The desktop has fucking Windows 7, and somehow the Windows 7 has higher specs than the laptop, but the laptop is better for most games.
Mm.
Like fucking Xenoverse 2 and shit like that, I can play on my laptop, but on my desktop it's slow as fucking hell.
Strange.
Like I've been champing through Xenoverse 2 the last week here, and fucking I'm playing it, and not only is it at like fucking quality game speed that I'm used to before I started focusing on gaming on my computer,
Right.
but it was there were more than half the time I'd be in the fight scenes like fighting the other characters, and the movements would all be happening at like twice the speed, and I'd be like, holy shit, I can't even keep up, like I'm gonna make a mistake here.
Oof.
But it was crazy. It's like I've never seen a gameplay that fucking fast in my life outside of watching a video.
There's the first celebrity invite of the time. I'm inviting Dean Cain.
Ooh,
Nice.
So
super choice.
he's on the list.
Super choice.
Dindro.
Ooh, nice touch. What up, Foogie?
Egalmatro. Hey, Foogie.
Foogie in the
how's it
chat
going?
asking who that.
Is me.
It's me, De La Hazed, and Shio Gareth.
Oh, hi.
What's up, dude?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yes. Oh, and Monkey's nipple stream earlier this week
Yeah.
Oh,
gave
boy.
me a good clip for after the next torture stream. Just how did you feel about that stand-up special?
Ah! What the fuck was that?
Been watching Amy Schumer lately, huh?
Not if I want to keep the only vision I have in my right eye.
You know what? I'll invite Ice-T also.
Maybe he'll bring Coco. The only true reason to invite Ice-T. Bring your wife.
Let's see. So Kefki. Plus. Yeah, it's quite a few more people than I thought would be on this list. P.
Pitch.
I'll invite Pincalo and Blind Press.
They're streaming right now.
Are they?
Yeah, 25 minutes ago they started,
Oh, well,
according to my notifications.
way to pay attention.
Probably not hitting online then.
Yeah, and I guess Scribe got reluctant to stream and decided to go with a video instead.
Is he streaming too?
No, he uploaded a video, but I remember last night he was saying that he might be doing a stream this morning and made sure to let Monkey extra know not to fucking blindly upfront him, but maybe he got worried that wouldn't be enough and just uploaded a video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you never know when Monk's going live.
Well, and that's the thing. Like the other day, Monkey went live like just after Scribe did in the morning, and Scribe made a big fuss. Scribe went on his stream on Monkey's stream after his ended, and was like, and he even continued on Lords of Night later that night. He's like, I made very clear that I was intending to do a stream if possible in the morning. I even messaged you on Twitter telling you, this is gonna happen. All you have to do is pay the slightest bit of attention, Monkey.
Yeah, Monkey doesn't pay attention. You know this. I know this. We all know this.
And that's what Monkey was saying. He's like, come on, man. How many years have we been saying, have I been saying that, like, this doesn't happen and I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. It's like, Yeah, that was the Scribe's reaction. It's like, I
think we'll stick with this. Let's see. And to top it off, the real James Woods.
Well, it's about time he got invited.
And now we just sit back and wait for 3 hours.
For 3 hours.
No, I'm just
Right.
Just a 3-hour loop.
No, that's Camel's sound clip. He has a few of them that I've sent to him, and then there's a few that I've made that I kept for myself.
Of course. I mean, you got to keep some good ones for yourself. Can't give away all the good ones.
I was able to find a decent copy of a ROM for Clyde. Because he's a fan of Ultraman, so I was able to find a good one for him.
Nice.
I had it, but it was very Super Nintendo-y.
Which game's that?
Ultraman.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
It's very Super Nintendo-y, and it's very Japanese.
Yep. It's like Superhuman Samurai. Cyber Squad. Fuck. Looking at the pictures for that just reminds me of going to the video store as a kid and fucking picking out the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad fucking films or whatever.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Huh. Fucking, I don't know. It was early '90s when I watched it. It was still on VHS and stuff, and I don't even remember the fucking exact title or how old it was and stuff. But I don't think it ever got very popular.
As opposed to Pepsi Man?
Nothing beats Pepsi Man.
Right.
You know, there was actually a game for the PlayStation that featured Pepsi Man.
I believe I do actually. I can't say for certain, but for some reason I think I did know that.
I got the CD image burning somewhere on one of my hard drives.
Nice.
Let's see.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, Duolingo. I have my phone on vibrate, so every time it goes off, I'm like checking Twitter to see if it's a notification. And it's Duolingo telling me to keep my streak up.
I swear that thing's worse than AIDS. It keeps coming back.
It's very AIDSy. And I don't mean Angry Aussie's teammate. That was AIDSy, right?
I think so.
Okay, let's make sure I got that right.
Get your references in order.
Yeah, that's the of course I'm not showing the right screen, am I? Oh, I'm blocking it. Genius. Yeah, that's the that is the Ultraman game.
Yeah.
Really, game. Really. All right, now we're in business.
So, yeah, I got nothing.
Ooh.
Wait, we were supposed to bring topics?
I got back from the store and I saw a link. I'm like, oh shit, 11 minutes ago. All right.
No, just to really It is open topic.
Open topic. Got it.
So I got one.
Cool.
Now everyone says everything's racist nowadays, so it doesn't really apply. But do you guys know there was actually another name for Brazilian nuts?
Isn't that nigger toe?
Yes. You know how hard it was not to say that while my friend was in town from Atlanta? 450-pound black dude.
No, my mom told me about those, and I'm like, is that what they're really called? And she's like, yeah. I'm like,
In
I don't
1950s
think
Alabama.
So. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, it's just a.
Apparently, the shell, when attached, kind of looks like a toe. And they're more of a brown, darker shell, so
Yeah.
naturally racists. Oi, shut up over there, woman.
If you're gonna die, die silently.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to die, die silently.
Some people, they just have to have all the attention these days.
Well, you know, my wife kind of got the same effect that Lady Monkey has to deal with. That I don't have a filter; it just comes out, and she's learned to deal with it, or roll her eyeballs up at me and say, "God damn, that was racist," or horrible, or
Insert appropriate word here.
right. You need help, lots and lots of mental help. Like, yes, I know.
Yes, Greg doesn't believe I exist. Every year.
So apparently, Debbie Gibson is singing at the Macy's Day Parade.
Who?
Exactly.
Debbie
Who?
Gibson.
Name sounds familiar.
She was a teeny bopper singer back when we were kids.
I was gonna say what, 80s?
Apparently singing Electric Youth. Oh, God.
Wow.
So, you know, there's a lot of those memes going around that I'm going to tell my kids this is this.
Right.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
How does this relate to the Soviet national anthem?
I'm going to tell you that this is Debbie Gibson.
Oh, good God. It's my
No,
reaction.
that's a dog.
Yeah, and that's...
Oh, he's just voicing my opinions.
Yeah, let's get that shit out of here.
Please.
And there's already someone talking about lip syncing. That doesn't surprise me.
And
They're pop stars. What do you expect?
they're child pop stars. What do you expect?
Depends if you're Epstein or not.
Hashtag I'm not sad.
And also, TLC is performing No Scrubs. Sans the Third Girl.
Well, yeah, because she's not. She got sad.
Yeah.
Well, she got sad and then she got cancer. Like,
That's because she's sad.
Panther. The only thing that's black and eats pussy.
And Ronald McDonald is trending.
Is it because Japan really loves Ronald McDonald and it's a holiday season? Just guessing here.
Apparently, Ronald McDonald's balloon had a blowout.
Did he blow it out his ass? Oh, the fuck got caught. Do you have a victim?
We have a victim, folks.
Foot down! Foot down! Call the AT squad!
Well, statistically speaking, that's why more black people died during Vietnam, right? Because the military kept saying, "Ho down."
Ronald McDonald needs to
What the
be taken out.
What the actual fuck was he just doing? No, stop, no, fuck off.
What'd they do?
Fortnite dances. I wondered why
I can do one right now.
I wondered why it looked so gay when I saw the floss. That's the only one I recognized because that's fucking been blown up across the internet.
Right. Wow, that is just an easy, lazy one to do.
That's why I hate it so much. Like, if I can do it that easily, that's not dancing. That's making yourself look like a jackass.
If a white person can do it, it's not dancing.
Exactly. And I'm white enough.
White enough.
Half's enough. Half's more than
So you're a prospect.
All right, let's see. Oh, I thought this said turkey thought. It's turkey trot. Like
the comic?
No, it's a 5K that they do during Thanksgiving. I've been wanting to do one of those, what's it called? Warrior Dash? Something like that. Or they have it's like an obstacle course in a 5K.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do one of those. And they give you beer and ham hocks.
Right.
Why do I no? I don't want anything to do with Jimmy Fallon.
With who?
Jimmy Fallon.
Mm.
Here we go. MST3K Turkey Day.
To be fair, I'll take Fallon over Kimmel.
Kimmel in the 90s? Well, when he was still funny and had integrity?
I never really found him all that funny. Fallon
Not the Man Show?
No, I was never really a fan of the Man Show.
Not enough men on that show.
I mean, you do you, but...
Fuck it, I knew as soon as I said it, I'm like, fuck.
Look, you're going to leave a hanging change up over the plate. I'm going to swing every time.
Hey, man, I knew what I was in for. I didn't say anything afterwards. I figured, you know what?
Pause, let it sit. Someone's going to take it.
Fuck. You do
I
you,
said
man.
pause, let it sit.
You do you, man. I'm always up for a good joke, even if it's at my expense. Oh, fuck it. It's my expense.
Hmm. Oh God.
I just sent another invite.
Ooh.
Yeah, Steve Hofstetter.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen any of his videos or anything.
Comedian dude.
Yeah. He does a whole bunch of heckler videos, and one thing he keeps getting asked is like, why do you do so many heckler videos? And he goes, because people can't shut the fuck up.
Pretty much.
So yeah, it's people just being dickbags.
Sorry, my dude. You gotta die.
And the funny thing is I even invited Camel to this, and I told him it was going to be at 10. And he goes, yeah, I can drag myself out of bed for that.
No.
Apparently not.
Clearly. Oh, well. Sure, he'll get here soon enough.
Surely he'll show up.
Yeah.
And we do have a couple tortures we're planning testing.
Oh, nice.
We're doing we gotta view them first, but well, there's 2 for sure that we have planned, but as far as getting a guest for it, it's hit and miss.
Mm-hmm.
His is just a 6-minute clip, and it's done more damage than I think any of the tortures I could have come up with.
Yeah, apparently. I haven't watched it.
It's as bad as you'd think it was.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
So it sounds like Steam is going to be allowing 2-player, like how it sounds like it's how Jackbox does it with their multiplayer. It'll oh, hey Kyler, how's it going?
Hey.
Bears 7, Lions 0. Let me tell you the ways that I'm surprised.
I mean, I'm all for it. I'm a Vikings fan, so.
Like, as much as I'd like to see the Lions in the Super Bowl, I just don't think it's going to happen in my lifetime.
Yeah, probably not happening.
Well, in my viewing lifetime, I guess I should say. The last time they were in the playoffs is, I think, the year after Bo Jackson retired. Or not Bo
what,
Jackson.
91?
Barry Sanders. Bo Jackson was Raiders.
Duh. They're both black, all right?
I'm not gonna say they all look alike, but like that
I
would be
seem
the
to have
most
implied they
awkward time
were.
for Pat to jump in. Like,
Oh, you invited Pat?
yeah,
Nice.
Nice.
yeah. I started with the YouTubers that I got introduced with. That was, well, initially it was Jack Cochran and Irate Prostate.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I did my first test stream with them. And then my second stream was with P-Dog Knight and P-Dog Knight, Your Boy Pat, and Jack and Irate Prostate.
Mm.
And then yeah, like once you get started on it, it's kind of addicting.
Yeah.
Of course, I could just do this too. There. Or it's right there.
Oh, suck it.
Nah.
Sorry, just one. I'm going to put that down now.
Ow.
Well, Ice-T just tweeted 35 minutes ago. He better reply to my tweet.
Hey, I know you're not busy or, important or anything, but come hop on my stream.
I even invited Irate Alex.
Bear?
Yep.
Yeah.
He who no longer wants to be called Bear.
Yeah, like I said, Bear.
All right, here's one from Vincent. Let's screen share. Of course, I blocked the button.
Ha!
There we go. Do it right. Jesus. There we go. Now the last time I went to it was Christmas dinner last year, or not last year. It was before Trump got elected.
15.
My entire family was talking politics, and I kind of just kept to myself, kept it quiet, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, they're like, well, don't you have any opinions on this? I'm like, yeah, I don't want to voice them.
Which of course means you're a racist.
And so my mom, she goes, if Clinton wants to take herself seriously as a candidate, she needs to get rid of the pay gap. And immediately I just looked over, I'm like, well, congratulations, it's already been done. And they're like, oh, so you're gonna talk politics now? I'm like, I was trying to avoid it, but when there's something that I know is wrong, and I can 100%, give you the backing that I need to where you can't argue against me on it. Yeah, I'll bring it up.
Of course.
Why not?
And so, yeah, I said, I'm like, yeah, there is no pay gap. I'm like, there's an earnings gap. So unless you want to break the law to fix that, there's nothing you can do.
I mean, to be fair, there is a quote unquote gap, but it's like 2%. Once you account for profession and experience and education and everything else, I think I saw it was like 93% similar or some shit, 5 to 7%, some shit like that. Nowhere near 77 cents on the dollar.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
It's like there is, but no, there's not. Yeah, let's do that.
so yeah, I brought that up and everyone is getting agitated, so I'm just like, and that's my piece. See ya, bye. Like, and I just left.
Right.
And you can just hear them, like, as I was downstairs going out the ground floor, they're arguing amongst themselves
About why you're wrong?
said,
Right.
about how wrong I was and all that stuff, and they're just chattering at each other, and I'm just laughing my ass off as I walk away.
No, thankfully, my parents are actually even further right than I am, and the only arguments we have is who's making the turkey. It's kind of nice, actually. Now, if we go see some of my dad's sisters, well, they can get excommunicated to Canada. Switzerland, Finland.
It's that rough, huh?
Yeah, you know the old saying, like,
Canada, Switzerland, Finland.
well, you know the old saying that, like, Texas is deeply red, but Minnesota and New York and California are deeply blue.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm a Vikings fan, so I got plenty of aunts and uncles in Minnesota, and they're bluer than my balls in winter.
It's harsh.
I can't believe I didn't invite him.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna
Who'd you
fix that.
forget? Who'd you forget?
I think I forgot to put Polydub in.
What?
Oh, nope, there he is.
Polly!
No, he's not in. I just invited him.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Vincent.
Yeah, you like that? I happened upon it, and yeah, that's a great sweater.
Oh, I want that. I've seen that a couple years ago. I think I found that on one of Gavin McInnes' sites or something like that.
I actually have seen that on my Facebook before.
Same here. After I fucking found it on a website, it showed up on Facebook.
I think if there's another women's march here, I might actually buy one and just show up there. Wearing the ugly sweater. Why are you wearing that? That's just a sweater. Friend got it for me. Like,
Why are you hating?
So with roughly a month left, who's on your celebrity death list?
Death list?
Yeah, people you expect to die before the end of the year.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is kind of when they rush him in.
Right?
That's ouch.
I mean, last year, the presidency couldn't wait long enough for No Shave November to end that they had to get rid of Bush.
Let's see. Apparently, John Aston is still alive, so that would be surprising. The original patriarch of the Addams family.
Interesting.
Very.
What about the royal dude who was excommunicated from the royal family?
Arthur?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, inevitably, he's going to take a trip down to Paris.
Yeah. Well, apparently Kirk Douglas is still alive, too. So that wouldn't shock me. He didn't look pretty good. He didn't look really good when he was there.
No.
I want Mel Brooks to outlive Betty White.
Any particular reason?
Because it's Mel Brooks. Like,
That's fair.
Good enough. Good enough. Just curious is all.
like if there were the last two people on Earth, it would be Betty White.
Oh,
And the cockroaches.
Betty White, Mel Brooks, and the cockroaches.
And then, yeah.
I mean,
And
you
Betty
used to be able to say Abe Vigoda, but
And Betty White would be the only thing keeping the cockroaches away from Gibson.
Apparently, Jerry Lee Lewis is still alive.
still fucking his cousin.
Well, that goiter sure looks like it. Ed Asner's still alive. Jackie Mason's still alive. Angela Lansbury. Sidney Poitier. And Tony Bennett. They're all still alive. I figure the mob would have had their way with Tony Bennett.
Right.
Unless he kept his mouth shut. So how's the snow up there, Daily Haste?
Fluffy.
Yeah, we got quite a bit down here as well.
Quite powdery, and there's a lot of ice hidden. It rained. It it rained a bit before it finally froze over, so it started snowing over frozen water puddles all over the place, and it's like, fuck you.
Yeah, that's what it did here, and it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, like it started snowing, and then it's like, you know what? It snowed all day yesterday. We snowed this morning. We're gonna switch it up and start doing a light rain this afternoon slash the evening, maybe even out throughout the night until the early morning, and then we'll give you a day off, and then we'll freeze up.
Just a little crown for my Coke.
Fair enough.
I am going to save that picture you sent me. The last dinner.
Oh yeah. I was like, I've been waiting for that to pop up on the screen this whole time, honestly.
Mhm.
You know, it's funny. That's actually that '70s show one. That's the one I had on my back. I was looking through pictures I had to see if I had anything like that I could do that with for your shows and stuff like that. Because when you invited me on last time, you were looking it up. And I'm like, oh, maybe I can throw one together. And I first looked through what I had to see what I could use and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, this would make a good base.
Polydub is asking when we're starting.
When you get here, we'll have already started.
Like we've already started up.
Get on stream, Polly.
No, and he was because we were talking during the stream because one of my when we were playing with Jack, like one of the truths is that I had a conversation with the Unabomber prior to his arrest, and he was like, "Did you really do that?" I'm like, "Well, no, we actually just bumped into him." My dad and I were going on a beer run, and we were leaving the grocery store, and we went through the door, and we almost hit him with the door. And I mean, it wasn't like a subtly opened door. Like it went full swing. Like could have broken a nose. And he's like, "Oh, hey," and we're like, "Oh yeah, sorry. You know, how's your day going?" And he goes, "It's all right." And then he went inside and did things. And
But I did things. That sounds like our representative here from New York explaining away things. But
well, no,
what
he was doing.
What did he
grocery
buy?
shopping, not setting off a bomb.
That's true.
No, yeah, his doing things then versus Ilhan Omar's people did a thing at 9/11. There's a bit of a difference there.
Right.
But yeah, he's just some quiet dude. Like my dad saw him a couple times around town, and yeah, he's just a quiet guy. Came into town, bought groceries, went back to wherever he was.
Out in the woods, wasn't it?
Yeah, at his brother's cabin.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my hometown.
Lovely.
What do
Was
an
a
organism? What do an orgasm and a pulse have in common? I don't care if she has either one. Nice.
I mean,
I mean, am I wrong? Let's see. Trends. What the hell is Alice's restaurant? Have you guys ever heard of Alice's restaurant?
Nope.
no.
Weird.
Apparently, it's a film and a musical. There's also a restaurant in Dallas called Alice. Not very helpful, Google.
Yeah, not really. So I see that Chong is trending, and so I'm like, oh, well, what the hell happened with Chong? It's not Tommy Chong.
Of course
It's
not.
soccer player Chong.
So not Ian Miles either.
Clearly.
From Vox, the true story behind Arlo Guthrie's Thanksgiving staple, Alice's Restaurant.
Arlo Guthrie.
So apparently it's a Thanksgiving song.
Satirical blues, talking blues song written by Arlo Guthrie, released as the title track to his '67 debut album Alice's Restaurant. The song is a deadpan protest against the Vietnam War draft, in form of a comically exaggerated but essentially true story from Guthrie's own life. He is arrested and convicted of dumping trash illegally, which later leads him to being rejected by the draft board due to his criminal record of littering and the way he reacted when the induction personnel brought it up. I guess we'll have to check that out one of these times. Oh, it's because the soccer player completely missed an open shot. Like he wasn't even blocked.
So Scott Sterling.
So a soccer player that can't do a simple task. Imagine my shock.
Well, it is a soccer player. They're not.
Mm-hmm. Where's Camel at?
Camel is asleep.
Oh, I got confused. Someone was saying Happy Thanksgiving to him. I haven't been paying much attention to the chat, so maybe I thought maybe he showed up in there.
No, it's mostly just me spamming.
Fair enough.
If you want to
And
get
then
in,
yes,
go right on ahead there, 6. Bring that up. Bring you up. So this is what it's meant. The guy goes over and just completely airballs it.
Oh, fucking shanks it. Yeah.
And when I was a kid playing soccer, I know exactly what that guy feels like. Like,
Right.
Okay then. The Black Hair Challenge is revived in support of Gabrielle Union.
Who?
That's a very good question. After people learned that actor Gabrielle Union was told her changing hairstyles were too black for America's Got Talent's audiences, they decided to show their support and the range of black hair possibilities using hashtag Black Hair Challenge. Fucking stupid. So someone keeps changing your hairstyle too often, someone had a problem, and now you guys are gonna spam them. Okay, that's pretty crazy.
do they mean black hair or do they mean black hair?
What do you mean black hair or black hair?
Black people with hair. Like,
Well, I mean, I think they mean both. Like the black, no, yeah, black people's hair. Like
okay.
there's too many. They're going with too many variations of black people's hair. It's just
I looked black hair. I looked up black hair challenge, and there's one with like a K-pop group underneath it, where like this is a non-black hair challenge, and it's like Asians with blonde hair.
maybe it is all just black hair. I don't know, because I mean they're all black people, but they all seem to have black hair. Not that's okay. No, here we go. Yeah, it's just black people.
And then of course there's someone who posted the Starbucks lady. Who apparently is black, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Pepsi monkey. And just so you know, that's not what I'm thinking about when I say monkey. So you know.
Excuses.
Yeah. YouTube, you've heard the kind of stuff that goes on this channel. You know what we're about.
So let's see. Yeah, on D Live later, Yonibs is doing tank Panzer Girls,
Okay.
which is apparently Girls in Panzer. That's what it's called. Which is apparently Japanese girls and tanks. So I will find a way to put that link in the description.
I
Mute
follow
that
the
before we get copyright struck.
in
Yes.
that, and I am here.
Hey, 6.
Good evening, everybody.
Good
Oh,
morning.
hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Or not?
Can you hear us?
Okay. Dropping out.
Oh, and I got an extra follower.
Oh, neat.
Kyler was saying he had some issues with viewing the stream, so maybe that was him.
L6 just dropped out.
Yeah, he was having some troubles hearing us.
Oh,
I don't think he could hear us. He was asking if we could hear him, and I think I couldn't hear it quite, but I think he said, guess not, guess not.
Right.
You go fix your shit.
I tried telling my wife that, but not after the first time. She wouldn't let me fix her shit. Said he's restarting his browser
Got it.
per chat.
okay. Hey, Necrosol, how's it going?
Oh, hi.
Oh, hurrah.
See, that's racist. Only Cryptic can say that.
Nah.
I'm a unitard!
We already addressed the fact that you're Canadian.
Hey, that was not my soundboard, all right? I'm not the only one with the soundboard over here.
That sounds almost as bad as dueling banjos. Who's got the most racist sound clip?
Actually, last year, through chat, Skeptalk and I were talking about setting up dueling ukuleles.
Oh, God.
Right.
I actually learned how to play the beginning instrumental
Right.
and the do 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 do. I learned both of those.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Which is actually pretty easy.
Sure.
But yeah, if you want me to start playing the rest of that stuff, there's no way in hell.
Yeah, no.
Mistakes were made. Lost my fucking Yoshi.
Oh, you're playing Super Mario World now?
Yeah.
I overheard the fire flower. So
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, man.
yeah,
You're
what are
gonna
we talking
die.
about dying?
Fucking
screen.
pneumonia. I'm trying.
Die off stream. Like
That would kind of caught me off guard.
we don't want to have to drag your body off.
That's what my wife swore.
Oh, well played, good sir.
That are my 3 cats.
Speaking of cats, my cat is meow. My cat's saying Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Ow.
What is that sound?
It sounds like he's duplicated.
Yeah, there's a big echo there.
Cocksucker.
So you playing on an emulator or is that on a Switch?
No, yeah, the Switch has the Super Nintendo Online whatnot feature.
Ah.
Only comes with like 20 games, but I'm too lazy to dig out my PC controller. Cocksucker. So he's restarting again.
Okay, now maybe my friggin' browser will work.
Can you hear us now?
And the cat is meowing again.
Sounds better.
Yeah.
All right.
You'll have to pardon my cat. She's kind of old. Evidently
Jesus.
doesn't know how loud she is.
Right.
Yeah, she's kind of hard of hearing. She doesn't know how loud she's actually meowing.
Yeah, we got that warning on the other stream.
Yeah. Good Lord. Be right back.
Spank that pussy. What?
All right, I will be right back.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, that means it's up to us to keep things going. Crap. These are words. We are filling in this air with words.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least we shall attempt to. I don't know how long I can keep going. Hurry the fuck up and get back.
We're not the least professional podcast on the internet.
Well, we can get there, though. Well, I mean, a good way to fill airtime would be.
Cause there is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock. You need horse cock, of course cock. Grab the loop and slam the day away. As I take more cock, horse cock. Shut the door and turn the lock. Is your cock a horse cock? You will never hear me saying nay.
Well, is it?
I think so. Usually does a check for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's what your mom told me.
Ew. Why does she know that?
I mean, she did wipe your ass.
Yeah, well, I didn't ask to hear about it.
Well, my cat was freaking out because her water was empty.
Well, that's a fair reason, I suppose.
Yeah.
Shit.
She drinks from a smaller bowl from the other cat because she doesn't like drinking from the same thing as the other cat. So we go to the water cat. Older cats tend to drink a lot more water than younger cats, so we go through it pretty fast and of course have to race off to the litter box as a result. But
Sure.
that's how things work.
As a cat is wont to do.
Yeah. And she's starving for attention.
No.
So it's a combination of things. And she's a little crazy to begin with. So it's a perfect storm of noisy cat. Jeez.
And I realized that I'm muted.
Oh,
Aww.
you're probably saying really, really interesting and thought-provoking things, and we didn't get a chance to respond. So, but now's your opportunity. Go for the rebound.
And miss.
Anyhow, I can't stay long. I'm in the process of cleaning up my apartment because it's really needed it, and I've got a lot more work to do. And I'll be cooking a ham later on for the good old Thanksgiving. I just wanted to swing by and wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving and so on and so forth.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Likewise.
Yeah.
And the cat wishes you happy Thanksgiving, of course. Either that or she's just yelling at me because she can.
What kind of cat do you got?
Yeah, it's a tortoiseshell.
We had a Manx. We named her Princess,
Mm-hmm.
and she was a total bitch.
So you're saying she was a princess?
Yeah, she was an angry princess. Yeah, she would attack your feet.
Oh,
Like,
ankle biter.
yeah, and like really, she did not hold back.
Yeah. Really just grabbed on with both paws and started kicking.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like she would attack you from a random location. So like she would pick hunting spots throughout the house.
Naturally.
Whether it was under your bed or
Mm-hmm.
behind a chair, under a table, like. And I slept in the furthest away from the bathroom. So in the middle of the night, I would be walking to the bathroom. I'd get attacked at least twice. And
Yeah.
one night, I'm like, oh, fuck this bitch. I was like 6. I didn't actually say fuck this bitch, but I was like, forget it.
You thought it.
I put my boots on, my snow boots, and I started walking. And about halfway through, the cat attacked, grabbed my boots, and I looked down and I'm like there, now you can't hurt me. And she just looks at me and she's like, well played, sir, and just walks off. Like, just mildly irritated.
You've earned the beast's respect.
She's like, I'm gonna move up next time. But it was really funny because she was extremely protective of my mom. And she would attack anyone. I mean, like my mom, my dad, any of the kids. But my dad had her pinned down and was tickling my mom. and the cat ran up and like went for his jugular.
Ooh.
Like, he's just like, oh shit, I was kidding. I'm sorry. Like,
where will you be when the pussy attacks back?
Well, now the cat has calmed down. I'll make my way out of this dream and finish up this gargantuan job. Anyway, you guys take it easy.
all right, you have a good
Enjoy.
day. Let's see. Yeah, whatever. I was gonna quote "For Whom the Bell Tolls," but I can't find a decent quote to parody.
For who the crypt tolls?
Something about my cat killing someone. Yeah, she was very aggressive.
I would say.
Like well, you know, most cats, they catch mice, you know, small rodents.
Sure.
My cat caught ravens and like gophers, weasels.
We've had an issue with one of our cats catching possum up here and trying to fight raccoons.
Yeah, it's really weird watching stuff like that go down.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad's like, you know, maybe we should get her to Claude. And my mom's like, no.
Right.
So then be prepared to have an indoor cat. Because, yeah, she's not going to be pleased with that.
Right.
Hey, see you later, Kyler.
Later, Kyler.
Goodbye. Get out of here with that.
It's kind of amazing how much replayability Super Mario World has.
Mm-hmm.
And compared to the other Mario games, because I think the only other one that I even get a remote joy out of playing is 2.
Yeah. No, definitely between Super Mario World and like the first 2 or 3. They're nothing like the current ones. I mean, I touched Galaxy, I beat it, and I haven't played it since. I'm not Terry with the 999 moons shit.
Yeah.
Ah, you bitch.
So apparently shots are fired. Let's take a look at this.
You usually don't want to hear that in Dallas. Tends to mean a Democratic president has been shot.
So apparently people don't
Weenie,
like
weenie.
Tim Pool.
Really? Hadn't heard.
I wouldn't have thought so.
I wonder why.
Can't think of a reason.
Because they hate
What was
Asians.
the secret?
Yeah, that's why.
Well, there must not be Jack then.
Definitely not.
I like when he was calling some relatively skinny model overweight, and Monkey's like, "What the fuck you masturbate to? Fucking Holocaust chicks?" Oh god, I lost it.
That's funny.
Like fucking hell, Monkey, I'm sick. I don't need to hear jokes like that.
You of all people.
All right, these ones are actually pretty funny. What about this one? Look on that cat's face.
Nice.
It's like, bitch, start the Heimlich. I'm fucking dying here.
Bitch. Thank you for dying off stream.
It's most appreciated. YouTube frowns on that sort of shit.
You really think they wouldn't?
It depends on who you are, but yeah. Yeah, you really think.
Well, we're not black enough.
Well, it's okay. It's okay if we do show a someone who hung themselves up in the background. Clearly.
Apparently. Bitch.
All right, I'm seeing all these people I've invited, and they're all tweeting post invite.
Told you Ice-T probably wasn't showing up.
Article from the Babylon Bee. Leftist protest new Mr. Rogers film for controversial message of being nice to everyone.
You saw they're making a new Bonnie and Clyde movie.
Yes, I heard they were recasting it as a black couple.
Yeah, because that's going to help stereotypes by making the robbers black. Really improving race relations there, guys.
So I'm gonna take. Who was it that tweeted it yesterday? The ACLU.
Mm.
And the first thing that I'm gonna say at Thanksgiving dinner is what my pronouns are,
God.
and I'm gonna watch as everyone makes fun of me from there on out.
Well, after you're done that, I sent you another option over on Twitter there, bud.
Nice.
Yeah. Just dawned and like that'd be perfect for one with Terry, just because cousin it or cousin thing.
Yeah.
Cousin it.
No, cousin thing, the hand.
I thought it was
thing
just
is,
thing.
The thing is the hand.
Yeah, and since Terry's a foot, it makes perfect sense to use him for thing.
I mean, I'm all down for using Terry, but
Well, I mean,
We could always throw Kefki's face over Morticia.
see, I was thinking that, but I wasn't sure if I should use like one of her face pics or one of her icon pics for the face. And then I was also thinking, what about Gabby?
Yeah, we can use Gabby too.
Yeah, I just don't have a good one for Gabby there too. So I figured, I'd leave it up to you. There's options. But so Shio can see what I'm talking about.
oh, wrong one. Boop. Nice.
And Pornhub. I'm looking at the last dinner one again.
What?
You have Pornhub over the one of the faces.
Yeah, right beside Sora.
Yeah.
I figured it was appropriate. I couldn't think of who to put over Fez's face. So I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna put Sora here, she might as well have fucking a porn site trying to get up in her video biz.
Get up in her.
yeah, that sort of thing.
Oh boy. Okay, have to jump.
Looks like Weibo's in a fight.
Oh, with who?
Cosplayers.
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
Ah,
That's not a fight.
that's just two special ed kids slapping each other. Ah, damn it.
Hey, Terry. I could also be a foot soldier from the Ninja Turtles. Well put, well put.
Oh, hi, Terry.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Where is... There it is. Okay. Oop. Once again, wrong link.
Terrible. Just plain terrible. About time we noticed it. Well, I'm sorry. I was doing work that I have no excuse. I'm gonna go get a drink.
He's doing God's work.
To be
Well, I
fair,
mean,
we were just half
it's
expecting you to
naturally.
pop up in stream.
That too. All right, BRB.
Excuse me. That's my Yoshi.
So yeah, these people did this Demon Slayer cosplay. It did pretty good.
Mm.
And then someone pointed out that, you know, the hypocrisy of, you know, skin color during cosplay.
Sure, of course.
And then she called them a racist for saying that, for pointing out the hypocrisy. So now they're racist.
Well, I mean, that's like implying just saying the word monkey is racist.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the most racist. The monkey means black person, even when you're talking to a white guy.
It doesn't.
Oh, I think YouTube knows that monkey means nigger. That's just understood.
I think he's going to have to change his name to RM.
Yeah. Or
It was
put a 0 instead of an O in the monkey.
right. Well, and then I think just yesterday or whenever it was, he actually couldn't say anything in his own chat.
That was awesome.
Fucking really, YouTube?
Hey, he's the one who gave himself such an offensive name.
How dare he?
Yeah.
Silly colonizer.
How dare he be so non-racist that he doesn't realize the racial implications of a word like monkey?
Terrible.
Mhm.
Just terrible.
All right, Charles Barkley.
See, my suggestion to Monkey way back was just go the opposite way and call himself ranting nigger. Just look, I know they
Just
already
accept it.
think he's racist. They're already blocking his name from chat. You might as well go full hog if you're going to go that way.
Fair enough.
Like, if either way you're going to get banned, why not have some fun?
Yeah.
So Camel and I have made a discovery.
Oh, shit.
Sam Waterston from Law and Order played a Native American guy in a movie back in the 70s.
Oh, nice.
That racist.
And it was hilarious.
Isn't that the one that got thrown out of the Stanford Yale game the other day?
Yes.
Thought so.
Who looks homeless as fuck. I mean, he's clearly got fuck it money, but
I think it's Native Americans' own fault for getting taken over. Look, if you're going to stop and cry for every piece of trash that gets thrown on the ground, You deserve to get taken over. I'm
Well,
just saying.
There's
But this is sacred land to our ancestors.
Mhm.
Terry wouldn't
Yeah.
know anything about that.
You dare speak such sacrilege? I've
I
scalped
do
people
think
for a lot less there, cousin.
yeah, cuz.
funny. Instead of pox blankets, they just drop garbage on the ground, and they're too busy crying to
Everyone
fight back.
stops and looks at a blank spot where a camera should be.
just looks off in the distance.
Yeah, that's right there.
Cool.
Our lawyer and hero, Jack McCoy, playing it up as Eagles win.
Yes, but is he starting a movie with Jack Wiseau? Or sorry, Terry Wiseau, as it were.
But I do like the Last Supper one of the backgrounds that you've done. I thought that was very, very funny.
That is all Dale Hayes right there.
Well done, Mr. Hayes.
Thank you.
Cracked me up. Especially like I'm like being served as the meal. It made me laugh.
Well, I got through it all. I'm like, fuck. The whole point of this was to make sure I include Terry too. Where can I put Terry? And I'm like, ooh, perfect, right in the center of the table.
No, that made me laugh. That was very well done.
Yeah, what other movie was that? Oh yeah, there was God, what was that movie called? Carbon Copy.
Never heard of it.
Sounds familiar.
It was from 1980 or 80 or 81.
Mm.
And it's Denzel Washington's first movie.
Oh, cool.
And he plays a guy, let's see, have you guys ever seen the show, God, what the fuck was that show called? Just Shoot Me.
Oh yeah, Just Shoot Me was great.
Yeah,
was
that's
a great-
the one. The guy who plays the owner of the magazine.
Oh, was that George Siegel?
Yeah. He's he plays this guy who is approached by a young Denzel Washington, who tells him that he's his son.
Sounds plausible.
And so yeah, that's all that's as far as I've gotten in the movie.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm not exactly sure how the rest of the movie goes, but yeah, it's apparently a big scandal blows up from there or whatever.
Yeah, I can see that. There's I actually finally signed up to Netflix because while I was down in Melbourne, I realized that The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was on it.
Is it?
Yep.
It is, and so that was enough to convince me.
Let's see if it's international or not.
Well, if we have it in Canada, I would imagine that you have it.
I think it's split between Canada, international, and U.S.
Oh, is it now?
I think so.
I'm just saying Canada is more limited than U.S. is.
Oh, by far.
Yeah. See, we don't. There's no Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Wow, that actually surprises me.
We got
Wow,
friends in
yeah.
whatever Marlin is, but nothing.
Whatever. What is?
Marlin.
Is in Marlon Wayne's?
Marlon Wayans
Like-
show, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, I hereby declare the Australian version of Netflix better than the US one.
Apparently.
Maybe I have a low tolerance for children.
Because I forgot how good it was. Like, I thought it was going to be one of those shows where
Lost
I
a lot
liked
of
it as a
great
kid, and
friends.
then when I watch it as an adult, it's like, what the hell was I thinking? But no, it's still really
Right.
good. I've been watching that and Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Nice.
That's fair.
That's a good show too. I've been enjoying that one too.
I haven't seen it.
It's pretty fun.
It's solid.
Oh yeah. I like the heist, the yearly heists.
I like the scary lady Rosa. She's
Oh.
cool.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Best character.
It's between her and Captain Holt, the black robot guy.
Right.
Oh, they make such a good combo too. Like that fucking scene when they're both sharing a tear.
I don't think I've gotten that far in the show yet, but no, the Captain Holt is brilliant, and Rosa is just hilarious too.
Oh, it's not even on Amazon Prime.
Oh wow.
I typed in, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and it gives me the '86 Mark Harmon movie, Prince of Bel-Air.
Well, if anyone wants to come to Sydney just to watch Fresh Prince,
That's it. Fuck it. We're going to Australia.
How about we just import Terry and he has to suffer with us?
that's probably still a pretty good deal for me.
Although if I wanted to spend the extra money, I could actually, because I have a VPN,
Yeah.
I can set the VPN so that it'll let me watch
Right.
Australian Netflix.
But then if you do that, do you have to suffer with Australians' poor internet?
That is very true.
I'm amazed that we would have anything like other than like Australian-made shows on our Netflix that you wouldn't have. Like something like Fresh Prince should be US and everywhere, not just Australia. It's bizarre.
As a question, though, does it actually show, or is it dubbed in English, or is it dubbed in Australian?
Do they have to dub the black people, Terry? I think is what he's asking.
Well, the very first episode, they had Will explain what different words actually mean. So I think you just have to watch the first episode and learn the translation from there, and then just do it in your head afterwards.
I mean, how many times has Alfonso Ribeiro said "crikey"?
And we all know that in the Australian version, instead of a bunch of bullies on the basketball court, it was a bunch of emus that made his mom send him away.
Well, yeah. It's just... What is it? See, it's not emus when you guys watch it?
Apparently not. No, it's a bunch of
It's
POCs.
black on black violence.
Yeah, basically. It's non-existent violence.
It's it made me laugh seeing DJ Jazzy Jeff in the show. It's like, oh god,
Oh,
what about
man.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was one part of that music group that was successful, and it was not Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah.
I find it kind of weird that I can look at Ryan Reynolds and be like, I followed that guy since his career started.
I have too, actually.
2 guys, a girl, and a Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pizza place.
Hut, place, it's the same thing.
But yeah, no, I used to love that show because I had a massive crush on Trailer Howard for some reason. Like, I don't know why. Something about her just appealed to me. So I used to watch it for her.
It's because she had 2 holes in her heartbeat.
3. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, we're not talking years here.
Also, Kyla's in chat. So, hi, Kyla.
Oh, he's back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, she was still cute, even when she was on Monk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my crush on her had worn off by the time she was on Monk. She wasn't unattractive or anything. It's just she hadn't preserved that spark that made me crush on her. Or maybe I was just no longer a teenager and my standards
Right.
changed.
Oh yeah, she is on Dirty Work.
It's the first place I saw Trailer Howard was a show called Boston Common with
Yep.
I forget his name, Anthony something.
Michael Hall?
What's that?
Clark.
Clark, that's him. Yeah, Anthony Clark. Yeah, that was the first place I was. And then when I saw that she was on Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place, well, I'm watching Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place.
Coincidentally, she got started on Lois and Clark.
Oh, did you?
And Dean Cain has yet to respond to my invitation. So,
Well, he is a jerk.
Now, was Boston Common the court procedural whatnot that had the big black guy, or am I thinking of another show?
That Boston Common was set in a university. I forget the exact premise, but he was like this country bumpkin type and kind of a fish out of water. He doesn't know how to handle the environment of a high class university as opposed to
Gotcha.
working on a farm.
State college or whatnot.
Yeah.
What show I'm thinking of then?
Are you thinking of the one with William Shatner?
No, there was like a crime/courtroom, whatever procedural, but it had a rather large, not Pat-sized black dude in it.
I don't know then.
That's gonna bug me.
You know a show did not do well when searching Boston Common comes up with the actual location and not the TV show?
Right.
You actually have to put Boston Common TV show to get results about it.
Wikipedia wants you to know that November is Wikipedia Asia Month.
That sounds racist.
Tell me about it.
I wonder if Goku's going to have a blowout.
I think Kyler is watching Slave Battles or something because he says the Lions are leading 17-10. So my money is on the Lions. Tear those stupid slaves apart. I didn't know they built the Coliseum. So, yeah.
Boston Public is what I was thinking of. It was a high school, not a courtroom.
Right.
Chi McBride.
It's the sister from Boston Common was the voice of Yuna in Final Fantasy X, and that still blows my mind. That
who was
the sister from Boston Common, you know, Anthony Clark's sister.
I have never seen Boston Common.
Hetty Burris.
Yeah, Hetty Burris. She's the voice of Una in the English translation, obviously.
And Final Fantasy 10 and 10 too.
Yeah.
She also had 2 segments in the Animatrix.
Oh, apparently the lions are fighting the bears. In that case, the bears are going to win. Like, if a lion and a bear had a fight, the bear would just destroy the lion.
I don't know. It depends on if the lion sneaks up and gets a sneak attack. But yeah, once the fight starts, it holds no chance to the bear.
Yeah, they actually did test it. They actually got a lion and a bear and got them to fight, and the fight was over in seconds. Like the bear crushed in the lion's skull.
Right. Well, bigger paws and scratchier.
Yeah, no, they're
with the claws.
They're just a lot stronger. Apparently, I'm right for all the wrong reasons, and I don't know what that means. I don't know what Kyler is getting at.
Bears and lions fighting. Clearly.
Oh, what?
Like.
I mean, I don't think either team actually stands a chance.
Well, if they're playing each other, one of them has to win, surely.
Well, no, but I mean, of playing further into the season.
Oh, right, no.
The Bears are 5-6 on the year. The Lions are 3-7 and a tie.
Well,
but in their division, the German Nazis team is 8-3, and my Vikings are 8-3.
Okay, so Kyler has answered the next question I was going to ask, which is what sport are you guys talking about? But he says it's American football.
Yes.
Because I figured you were talking about sports because, I mean, obviously, but I had no idea what actual sport was being talked about.
Now, usually the National Football League tries to throw on a game during Thanksgiving. That way you have something to watch before dinner.
Oh, cool.
Try to capture those eyes.
Before everyone's civil war breaks out.
Because they insist on bringing up abortion at the Thanksgiving dinner table.
You don't?
Well, I'm an Australian. We don't do Thanksgiving.
Hey, Quiz, how's it going?
Hey, what's poppin', Playboys?
Oh, hi.
Hey, Quiz.
Howdy.
I am currently making my own Thanksgiving dinner. Blackjack and hookers.
Sounds good. Yeah, there's I think it's like there's always a cricket game during Christmas. I think it's probably the same reasoning. It's just give you something to put on in the background while you yell at each other for abortion-related reasons.
Yeah, I think one of the worst holidays I've had, and it didn't even have anything to do with a family argument. It was my sister's first ex-husband. We went to his family's house for Christmas.
Okay.
And it was from 8 o'clock till Christmas dinner, which is about 4:30, 5 o'clock. It was filled with I'm a Barbie Girl and the Macarena.
So like 96, 97-ish.
And then Mbop from Hanson.
Oh, man, I know what my Christmas playlist is going to be now.
I think that is why you're so sadistic about inflicting torture on everyone else.
It all stems from high school. Yeah, this is
It's okay to blame Aqua.
97.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was They got him a CD player and the 2 CDs, and yeah, they played that on and off and just those 2 songs, mind you.
Not the rest of the album?
Not the rest of the album. Just
Fucking
those 2
please.
songs.
Come on, man.
And then they would stop that.
Chumbawamba.
Yeah,
Tub Thumper album. I sat there and listened to all the rest of the songs, and they're good.
Yeah, it is.
I like Chumbawamba.
It is actually a pretty good album.
Yeah.
But yeah, then they'd stop, and then they play with this monkey, which played the entire Macarena song and danced around. And so, yeah, it was an evening filled from like a full shift and some overtime with just those 3 songs playing. And it was like, I'm looking at my sister and I'm like, just end me. Well,
all I gotta say about that is that may be bad, all right? But at least it wasn't All I Want for Christmas Is You.
That is very true.
I cannot convey into words the depth of my loathing for that song.
Well, I hate it, and I don't even have a overexposure horror story to tell. I just don't like the song.
Oh, you're talking about like horror stories because of the song? I don't have it. I just hate the song.
Okay.
No, we had to listen to it over the corporate radio, but that's about it.
Well, I will say this: if in terms of horror stories like that, even the place I work now, which is a machine shop, right? You would think that most of the songs that they're going to be playing are going to be like heavy metal. They play lots of Iron Maiden, AC/DC, and while that stuff does pop up on the radio, there's plenty of new pop songs that pop up on that radio. And oh my God, every single time it plays one of them, it's a good thing I don't like open carry or like conceal carry, because I would put my gun in my mouth. In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. There's this one, I'm going to say with massive sarcasm quotes, artist who had an extremely popular song. Oh, God. Back in 2018, around that. His name is Khaled, all right? And the name of the song is Young, Dumb, and Broke High School Kids. Or rather, I think it's Young, Dumb, and Broke. I swear to God, I heard that song every goddamn day for that entire year on my company radio. And every single time I'm like, who the fuck gave Elmer Fudd a record deal? He sounds just like fucking Elmer Fudd.
He's a DJ, though.
Oh, it's not DJ Khaled. This is a completely different guy.
I thought they were the same. All right, well.
And I say DJ Khaled is funny because he's the living meme.
Right.
He's got that was it the remote controlled shopping cart?
Yes.
That he rode around in? That was hilarious. But
yeah, he's the motivational speaker.
Was good. Ethan from H3H3. I kind of missed that guy. I miss when he was good.
Holy shit, it's Gerald from Harold.
Oh, God.
It's that guy too.
All grown up.
Oh, yeah, that's the dude. And yeah, it's Gerald from Harold. Yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
It's just missing the Chicago Bulls jersey.
Yeah. We need now a dude that's got a head shaped like a football to be his best friend.
Right.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Alrighty.
No, you won't.
I endured those years, and it's no longer played on the radio, thank God. But I can't wait for the day when that's considered classic pop music.
Oh God, classic pop. Yeah, that's a genre waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's already kind of a thing. They just categorize it by decade or by specific type of music that was popular during that year.
Right.
But that sort of thing, it can happen. I'm glad to see kind of that some of the pop music from the '90s isn't considered classic, but it's bound to happen one of these days.
Well, they're bound to
And
run out of
newest-
decades before they get to the next set.
You're gonna have doo-wop played in the same breath as fucking Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was getting old when I started hearing Pearl Jam on classic rock, dad rock radio stations.
Man, that's one thing I don't miss about the '90s is grunge. I did not like grunge.
Yeah, grunge was all right. I didn't mind. I really liked Alice in Chains. Nirvana were okay.
Yeah, that's the one that everyone brings up, and I don't have an answer for it because Alice in Chains are fairly okay, but I hate Nirvana, and I didn't really like Pearl Jam all that much. I'll say this: I don't like a single song or album for Pearl Jam, but or not Pearl Jam, Nirvana, but Pearl Jam's "Healed" was actually a fairly good album.
I mean, I never got into Pearl Jam. Nirvana's okay. I mean, I don't hate them the way you do, but I wouldn't put them as my favorite or anything. But no, I really, really liked Alice in Chains. I thought they were really, really good.
Same.
Yeah, Alice in Chains are okay.
I actually missed out on them while Lane was still alive. So it was either like through Pandora or YouTube recommendations or something that I found their old stuff, and then like, oh wow, this is great, and so I just listened to every Alice in Chains song that Lane recorded.
Did you do Mad Season as well?
I did listen to a couple of Mad Season songs, but not nearly as much as I did with Alice in Chains.
Sure.
We joked about it, and I was just wondering, what happens if I'd have died off stream?
Well, then this stream would go on for 8 hours.
Well, I don't know what would be worse, dying off stream or dying on stream.
Well, dying on stream, you could actually, you'd actually be able to be like, oh, something's wrong over there.
Yeah. Plus, it would be great for ratings. Once people found out that there was a death on stream, I mean, everyone would be watching this thing.
Well, yeah.
Not that you care at that point, but...
No, but whoever inherits the money that this stream would make would be pretty happy.
Yeah. Well, what about the one dude that died on stream when he was swatting?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that guy.
Yep. I don't figure that they've probably got that still up on the internet somewhere other than, like, say, Live Leak.
Yeah. And, Six is in chat. Hey, Six.
What's up, Six?
Oh, hi.
Six.
And Kyla says one or two grunge bands are Ait. And that's how that's supposed to be pronounced, but...
You mean?
I.
The I. I was gonna say, are you making that picture of Khaled your new icon or something there, Johnny? Yeah.
Well, he replaced the black cat with a black man, so I suppose it fits.
No, just a bunch of movie things with people.
The views of the views of Terry Diamantis do not reflect that of Johnny Hellcat or the panel of guests.
But they don't necessarily not represent.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of asterisks to that statement. Like,
yeah.
No, I'm just in my hangout thing is in blackface, and no one can see me.
Oh no!
So why is it that you got to get blackface to hang?
Well, I think because Della is Canadian and Trudeau insists on it.
Well, I suppose that'd be easy to spot you in the winter.
Yeah, yeah.
Fair enough. You see, stuff and you see a nigga in the snow.
I'm definitely not looking forward to this because yesterday I was dealing with a whole bunch of people that were coming into the shop picking up stuff, and they were all from Wisconsin. They were all saying there's a massive snowstorm up there.
Fuck the Sconies.
Yeah. Not happy to learn about that, but then I was all like, well, again, I would go back to my constant fallback, blame Canada.
Hashtag not all.
Hayes, when are you going to accept responsibility?
Well, it's my responsibility, bitch. I come from the good part, remember?
Oh,
The non-French part.
well, that's a big start, yes.
I'm trying to get you better internet, like always. I'm putting the magic words into chat.
So we see.
wait. The Australian is trying to get you better internet.
Yeah, I know. That's going to go far.
No, I remember. I got. We tried doing net play with an emulator between me and Terry,
That was bad.
and it was so incredibly slow that like you can hear each individual sound from the first. It was the first Mario. Super Mario World, the first song that plays, you can hear each individual note as it's playing.
Yeah. Oh no, that was hilariously bad. And then you and Camel played, and it worked fine.
At least when we played Shadows over Mystara, it worked fine, Terry. After we figured out exactly how to fucking work it.
I think that's because we were playing through Steam, and Steam has better netcode than whatever emulator Johnny and I were using. Like,
Sure.
like Steam is made to be used internationally, whereas this was just a SNES emulator that someone put online.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good point.
Yeah, I think it was 9X or something like that.
Yeah, I forget.
SNES9X.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when we also using that website, there was a website that was a SNES emulator. And that's where
I can't remember that one, but yeah.
No, that's the one where we had all the trouble. Like with SNES 9X, we couldn't even connect to each other. And then you found that website, and then that's the one where we were playing like frame by frame.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
1 second, guys. I'm gonna mute up because I gotta open some cans.
All
All right.
Yeah, that was god awful.
Yeah, that was unplayable. And then you and Camel played, and it was just like fine.
Yeah.
It worked perfectly.
No, we were thinking about doing something where like it would be two people playing a game, and then one like either me or Camel would be kind of talking with the person playing.
Yeah.
And we thought of a few games we could play with other people being on, but it's just a matter of like connecting all that stuff, and it's more of a hassle than it's actually probably worth.
Yeah. Plus, you can only play against people in the US from the looks of it.
Yeah.
Anyone further away from that, and this website struggles.
Unless they had a server like Grand Theft Auto would, like GTA 5 online.
Yeah.
Something like that. That would be awesome, but there's no way in hell an emulator is going to get that kind of network without.
No, God no.
Not without.
No, not the way they patch it together.
Not without charging for it, at least.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially not one that you can use for free.
Yeah.
And I say there are NetPlay emulators and shit like that, but it's built into the shit for Nintendo.
I mean, like on the Switch or something?
Yeah. So it's going to be only Nintendo games. It's going to be,
Yeah, because
still Nintendo, and I don't want to give them money.
No, me either. No, there was this website where it was great. It was if it could handle connections from me to Johnny, it would have been perfect. As long as you've got the ROM, it let you play anything on the Super Nintendo. But yeah, it just the connection wasn't up to the job, and
it's like whenever it would play like the first chime, you would hear. It wouldn't just be like dink. It would be like D, I, N, K. Like that would.
Yeah, like you couldn't even pick up the tune of the music. It was just individual notes being played.
Look, man, we don't want to know about your dink, all right?
Hey, the dinks are a proud and happy race.
But I think Della did well on that Last Supper one, where Prospero is the one raising her hands, like she can't even.
Oh yeah,
That was a very
that
good.
is more appropriate.
That was a very good matching of person to picture.
Cough's picking up.
Well, don't cough. That's bad for you.
Yes.
It was good for you, though. Wine. Because I've been drinking some. Shush.
And in light of Hammer, I'm going to say if you're going to have a stroke, have the fun kind. Not the medical kind. Just.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're going with there, Terry. Masturbation joke.
Just don't do it like Darkside Phil did.
Oh no! Unless that's what your Pornhub channel is all about, then do what you got to do. But don't do it on Twitch.
I've seen so many people masturbating.
Was that a sound clip? Darkside Phil talking about people masturbating?
No, that's
that was a sound clip of
Ranting
Monkey
talking about people masturbating.
Oh. Monkey, we don't know about your Darkside Phil fandom, man. We don't want to know about that.
I've never seen anything of this Darkside Phil character. I heard about him, but I've never seen anything that he's done.
Yeah, everything I've ever heard about Darkside Phil has come from Medicare.
Well, let's put it this way: he has quite a big dedicated following of people that watch his videos and then watch his streams and then clip them. And the series is called "How Not to Play."
Oh, okay.
Because he's apparently really, really shit at video games. That's how I found out about him. And then this whole thing about him getting catfished and all that kind of shit, and then wanking on camera. I found out about that way after the how not to play thing happened.
Okay. I suppose if you're terrible at video games and you still want to stream, this is the way to do it.
Yeah. You just stream it and say "fuck the haters," and the haters go and say "okay," and they go and make videos.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that.
And again, it's fuck the haters, not fuck your hand. So
it's a good point. It's a really good point.
Yeah, I did. I just did a stream. I didn't want to be like, you can't do a stream and be like, oh yeah, I'm just playing this legit. So I did a stream cheating at Mario Kart.
Yeah, those are fun.
In which I essentially gave myself like superpowers mostly just from, and I sucked it up so hard. Like,
yeah, I thought it was funny. You still lost even with infinite mushrooms.
How? How does one go about doing that?
You lose control of the car when you're going that fast.
Yeah, you just fall off the track.
At Minions Con, remind me never get in the car with Johnny.
Well, as long as I don't have nitrous, you should be fine.
Okay. Jesus Christ. So no modded cars for Johnny. Got it.
This is why I get the slow snowmobiles at my dad's house.
And it would also help if the track is not suspended in midair, because then you need Luckity to fish you back up and put you back on the track.
Yeah, it's kind of bad when I have to use like all the lightning bolts to win Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
Like,
or the invincibility star was another one that was good.
Yeah, I won Rainbow Road without any of that.
yeah, I've beat it plenty of times. It's just, I'm like, I wonder how this would be if you had infinite stars or infinite mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
And it is way, way harder. Like,
well, if you put the restriction on yourself to like just judiciously use it all the time, since you've got it, then yeah, I can understand that, because you're going entirely too fast all the time.
Yeah.
But if you're being conservative and you're used to it, it's going to be retardedly easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But one thing I like about this experiment, it shows just how badly the computer cheats, because no matter how far ahead you should be, the computer is always right behind you.
Well, yeah.
Like, if you're cheating, like you've got infinite mushrooms and you're zooming around the track, you'll never lap first place. Like, no matter how much you cheat, they're coded to always be a set distance behind you.
That's weird. I've never heard that.
No,
I wouldn't be surprised either.
No, it's because they find that because humans can think and computers can't, they have to cheat pretty damn hard to put up a fairly difficult challenge, and so that's coded into Mario Kart. No matter how far ahead you get, the computer opponents can catch up to you.
Okay.
And in Smash Brothers, even if it's supposed to be every man for himself, it is always humans versus computers.
Nah.
And they actually proved it. They set up a stage where the human player was in a completely inaccessible box below the stage, and the three computer players were like on the main stage, and they did not fight each other at all. They just kept trying to find ways to get down into this completely inaccessible box where the one human player was. So it's quite clearly set up so that they target the human player.
So I gotta ask the Americans here, because there's only two of us, Johnny, me, and Shigorath.
gone.
What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
What's going on?
Oh, she doesn't here anymore. Sorry. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? What are you doing for Thanksgiving here, Johnny?
After this, I'm meeting up with my girlfriend, and we're going to end up at my parents' house, where they will be officially be introduced to my girlfriend and her family.
Okay.
And
that's cool.
Then we're going to her family's thing. I guess they're going to a movie. I don't know which one. But yeah, I guess there's a movie planned.
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
And then I have to wake up early for Black Friday.
Friday of Color. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
it's a Friday of Color, yeah.
Friday of Color. Friday of an absence of color, because, well, there are other colors.
That just sounds like bigotry to me. Yeah, I've got Black Friday plans too. I'm gonna be going to the Warhammer store and picking up my Battle Sister box, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, I have to actually work it, so like.
No, that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I think my Black Friday plans would mostly consist of giving Steam money.
Yeah, I get it.
Fair.
I actually, because the fall sales hit, and I bought 7 Days to Die, and I got Portal. I've never played the first Portal.
Okay, it's good.
So yeah, they had Portal for 99 cents. So I'm like, can't pass that up.
No, that's a pretty good price.
So we all know what's going to happen after Johnny plays it, though. Be prepared, everyone, for about 3 to 4 weeks of Johnny going around saying the cake is a lie.
Don't spoil it for him.
No.
Don't worry, Johnny. The cake may in fact be real. Just keep hope.
Yes.
I'll eventually forget and be like, "Ooh, cake." Like...
That's a good point. That's a good point. It's a really good point.
Well, no, because there's I'm sure it's if it's anything like Portal 2, it's like the exit that you can't take.
That is really odd that you played Portal 2, but you haven't played Portal 1.
Yeah, I tried actually looking for Portal 1 at the GameStop here, and I couldn't find it.
Really?
Back when Hastings was here, I couldn't find it there either.
You looking for it on console?
Yeah.
You don't look for Portal. You look for the orange box. Because the orange box had Team Fortress 2, Half-Life 2, and Portal. So.
Well, that could be.
Yeah, I think you might have not been looking for the right thing.
No, and then actually, I didn't actually get a Steam account until I got this new computer, so I figured finding it on Steam would be easier.
Oh, it's going to the source, man.
Indeed.
See what I did there?
I did.
All right, I gotta head out, guys. I'm gonna get ready for work and such. So,
all right.
Thanks for having me on. Take it easy, guys.
Time to make the donuts, right?
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Markins.
Thanks, man. Take care.
Yeah.
See you, Della.
Later.
So what do you got planned, Quiz?
Well, I'm making my own food, making my own feast. I'm making, instead of a turkey, I'm making a Cornish hen.
Nice.
I
It's
forget
gonna
what
be nice.
show it was. I always
I'm sorry,
remember Cornish game hen being heard as Cornish gay men. I don't know why. I don't know what show it was, but
Terry,
I
I
always
never
remember.
said game.
No, but when you
I just said Cornish head.
when you said Cornish hen, it reminded me of this TV show where they were talking about Cornish game hen, and then wait, Cornish gay men. What are you talking?
No, my mom used to make those, and she'd always bake them in wine.
Well, okay, it's funny you say that because how I'm making mine is I'm doing a beer can chicken.
Okay.
What that is it's you take a can of beer. In my case, I've got Two Brothers Love of Hops IPA. You pop it open, you drink a tiny little measure of it, and then you jam the can up the chicken's ass. And you can stand it up, literally stand it up in the oven. So the entire time it's cooking, it's standing upright. And it's really good. It's really, really good. I've made it before. So
you stand on the can?
Yeah, you sit it on the can.
Oh, okay.
And then you put the can on a baking sheet, and you essentially bake the bird. But what's kind of cool about it is that the beer will actually somewhat, because you're essentially boiling it, it will bubble up out of the can and coat the interior of the turkey, or the not turkey, the Cornish hen, and keep it moist.
Nice.
So it's really, really easy to make, and it's kind of a set and forget recipe, but oh my god, it's so good. Right now I'm making my green bean casserole, and then I've got some potatoes blanching, so I'm going to make mashed potatoes. I got gravy, I got corn, I got stuffing, and I've got the chicken. So I am having a massive Thanksgiving dinner for one. Like I said, I'm having my own Thanksgiving with Cornish hens and hookers.
Can you play blackjack by yourself? I guess you could.
You can.
Yeah.
It's pretty banal, but you can.
You're not going to make very much.
Yeah, it's more fun when you're playing against someone who has to give you money when you win, but
no, yeah.
But you can play it on your own if you want.
No, my mom. We asked my mom if she wanted us to bring anything, and she's like, "Oh yeah, just go to Costco and get a one of the pumpkin pies there." And my girlfriend interpreted that as, "Go ahead and bake a pie."
Yeah. Well, you know what? Good on your girlfriend, man. That's some initiative.
So yeah, she's like, "I'm gonna use that to bake a pie instead." So we went out and just bought the stuff to make it and called it good.
Yeah, man. Speaking of pie, I do have a pumpkin pie. Fuck it, I'll have a slice. I'm gonna save it for dessert, but fuck it. Yep, here comes Jake. Hi, Jake. Want some of the pumpkin pie, Jake? No, Jake, you can't have my pumpkin pie. Come here, bud.
Oh, kitty, it's a bad kitty.
You sniffing the pie.
Kitty's being a dildo.
Well, I know a certain kitty king who's sleeping with mommy tonight.
Yep.
No.
No, my grandmother, before she passed, always made frog's eye salad,
Mm-hmm.
which is whenever I brought up that during like there'd always be a when you go back to school, people are like, oh well, what was the best part of Thanksgiving? And I'm like, oh, Grandma made frog's eye salad, and people will just look at me like,
Was she a witch that couldn't find newts? Is that what that was?
That is the exact same look I would get, Terry. Like, they would think that we actually ate frog's eyes. And what it is there's a pasta called acini de papa. And that's what you use. It's sort of like a tapioca style noodle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's that and then like marshmallow sauce.
Okay.
And then like the cocktail.
Because yeah, if I said someone was eating frog's eye salad, I would presume it to have like the eye of a frog in it.
Maybe a quarter of the bottle down of my white wine, so we're good.
I will screen share here.
Oh, hi.
That's what it looks like, kind of.
No, I mean, I'm sure it's fine. I mean, I've never tried it, obviously, but it looks all right.
It's good to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she used real fruit in it most of the time, rather than just going to buy a can of fruit cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was really good.
I suppose you'd get a better reaction from kids at school saying you were eating frog eye salad than if you're in England and saying you ate spotted dick.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't get very much reaction out of places where they actually do eat spotted dick, so. Because we don't eat spotted dick here in the U.S. That's purely a British thing.
Yeah, I've never tried spotted dick, so maybe it's good, but it has a terrible name.
Oh yeah, yes. A buddy of mine got me a case of spotted dick as a joke gift for my birthday one year.
I can see why they call it spotted dick.
Well, I think you should get a bunch of them, put them in a bag, and then next time you tell someone to eat a bag of dicks, give them.
Oh, boom! Yeah, that's brilliant.
So, I think we found a really good use for them.
Eat the plethora of spotted dicks.
It's a cornucopia of dicks, and you need to eat it.
And then actually serve them in a cornucopia.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, okay, if you don't want a cornucopia, that's fine. We can give you a smorgasbord of dicks. So
a bushel.
Yeah, bushel. Yeah. Oh man, this thing has been defrosting for the past 2 days, and it's still just full of ice.
You should bring it down to Australia to be thawed out in minutes.
Yeah, right? No, I would want to go to Australia for that reason. Fuck the chicken. I want to be thawed out.
What is the temperature at the moment? Because it's still early, so it's 21 degrees.
Okay, so just looking up synonyms for a bushel.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it would be a peck of spotted dicks.
Dicks. Yeah. Be like Peter Piper and pick a peck of dicks.
Well, crud.
Hey, Kyler, how's it going? And there he goes.
Who was that?
That was Kyler.
Oh, okay.
He turned up for a few seconds and then disappeared.
Jake, what is your damage, dog?
And apparently there's a boo.
There's a what?
It's BU. And I guess
BU.
that is how
As long as it's not a bippity boppity. That was a dumb joke. I don't know why you laugh so much, Terry.
Because it's so dumb. I like dumb jokes.
Dad jokes are all appreciated.
Yeah, he's Kyler again.
There you go.
Hey!
Yeah, and we have a camelback.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of static.
Not working.
You're kind of quiet, but we can hear you. How's it going, Camel?
I feel like shit. Would have been here sooner, but I literally just woke up.
I'm going to feel like shit tomorrow, but that's okay.
I've had a sinus infection for about a week now.
Yeah. I hope that clears up for you, because sinus trouble is terrible.
Oh, you got sinus trouble?
Yeah. And the best part is I only worked like one day this week, so my check is going to be shit next week.
Damn it.
My boss even she literally looked at me when I came in the one day I worked. She's like, "Don't die on us."
That's good advice. That's very good advice. You should take it.
Like most people we've told, die off stream.
Nope. Sorry about that. It's probably really loud. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
Yeah, I told Johnny about my experience with tribal medicine this week.
Oh, God.
Hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Sounds like Quiz is peeing.
Am I the only one that can hear him? Because
No, I can hear.
Okay.
So you had a bad interaction with tribal medicine, huh?
They spent more time asking me about depression than my actual symptoms. Like there was a whole paper of questions that they went down the list to ask me about. And I was like, well, yeah, I'm a little bummed that I feel like shit, and we're not talking about that. Does that count?
Did they try and convince you that your problems are from being transgender and not accepting it?
Oh God, no.
Okay, good. So they're not that bad. They're not Anne George Julis or whatever her name was. And
part of the Choctaw motto, like the tribe's motto, is it faith, family, community?
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the 5 civilized tribes. They bought into the Christianity hook, line, and sinker. So they're not advocating that.
Good.
Well, and say I do know that I've heard that the epidemic in the Native American community is shit.
Alcoholism, yeah.
I was gonna say, could it have been that? Is that they were trying to see if you were a drunk or something?
No, because before they got to the Depression, they asked about like tobacco use, alcohol use, drug use.
And when you told them, did they say those are rookie numbers? We've got to pump those numbers up.
They asked, like, do you drink? I was like, no. Like, do you use tobacco? I was like, yeah. Like, are you interested in quitting? I was like, no. They're like, do you use drugs? And I was like, are you holding?
I say, you want to party, bro?
There's two reasons why you'd ask me if I use drugs, and
my next question is, are you a cop?
One of those does not involve a wire.
You got to tell them if you are. It's the law. Set every idiot on cops.
Oh, Carlos just muted his mic.
He just wants to sit there quietly and spy for the aliens. Don't mind him.
Nothing like eating dessert first.
I think it's funny. With Spotted Dick, Sanguine was talking about faggots and gravy on Minions yesterday. So some interesting names for English cuisine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Man, the British are gay.
So apparently, a faggot is a meatball made from minced offcuts and offal.
Oh, I'm getting shit in the chat from Della. I just woke up, dude. Come on. I'm sick. I'm here. Cut me a break. It's Thanksgiving. Be thankful I'm here, dude.
Remember, he's Canadian.
Well, then he should be thankful in advance because they already had their Thanksgiving.
Yes.
How very American of you to celebrate someone else's holiday.
Yep. Colonized Canada's holiday.
I'm perfectly fine with colonizing Canada's holidays, as long as we get to also keep our own. Hey man, I went to a primarily Jewish school when I was growing up, so we got days off for things like Yom Kippur.
Cool.
Was it? Fuck yeah! More days off school? You ain't gonna hear me complain about that.
No, I'm sure you didn't.
Well, in that case, Hava Nagila, baby.
You're right? Let this goyim join in the celebration. Fuck yeah!
No, I had a previous job. I had people convinced that I was Jewish.
Okay.
Just because my stepson had...
Is a soulless ginger?
Well,
okay.
He actually is a ginger, but... No, he was selling chocolate for and knickknacks for band. And one of the chocolate things they had on there, it had the Star of David on it. And I'm like, I thought it was, supposed to be separation of church and state. So I bought it. I just bought it because it was there and it was interesting. So I took it to my work, and this is like a strictly Christian family that owns this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked up and I'm like, look what they're selling at my kid's school. Like, this is pretty interesting. And they're like, holy shit, he's Jewish. And of course, with my hair as it was, it's very curly and Jew fro-y. So they just put two and two together. And I didn't tell them no. So I just went with it.
He waited until they started asking for tax help before he's like, I'm not Jewish.
Well, and then my immediate supervisor, we were on a delivery, and he looks at me and goes, "You're not Jewish, are you?" And I go, "No." He's like, "What are you?" I'm Catholic. He goes, "Why didn't you just tell them?" I'm like, I couldn't pass this up. I could not make them stress. I just wanted to see how they would react, because it sounded like they're just like, "Oh God, what do we do?"
I had a chick in college ask me one time if I was Italian. I was like, "No, I just got into a bunch of fights as a kid."
So when they thought you were Jewish,
You're Italian.
when they thought you were Jewish, did they offer to give you any showers? Because that would be a warning sign.
Did they ask about any gold teeth or anything like that?
They asked about a second wallet.
Well, yeah. Everyone knows about the Jew gold. Come on.
Well, I'm not going to tell them that.
Did they try and throw you down a well?
That was a great scene in Borat.
I've actually never watched it, but I've seen that clip.
Yeah, because of Matt Christensen's video.
Yeah, well, there was that, and I've seen clips of it. It's kind of like The Room. I've seen enough of it, or heard people talk about it enough to kind of get the point, but still not really want to watch it.
Yeah,
You're tearing me apart, Hate Camel.
And now that we've watched it, we wish we haven't.
I'll put my review at that movie at one sentence. It was an experience.
Yes, it was. But, the good thing about Borat is it got me a win in Quiplash because I put throw the Jew down the well for least appropriate childhood schoolyard game, and everyone voted for it. So, thank you, Borat.
When I was in school, we played Smear the Queer.
Yep, those were the childhood games we had.
Yeah, nothing like a childhood head trauma to really make you want to pay attention for that math test after recess. But yeah, that chick in college, she was like, are you Italian? I was like, no, I've just had my nose broken a bunch from fights.
I'm anything you want me to be.
Do kids still fight in school these days, or is it just them and the teachers that get into it?
They still fight, but they fight with microaggressions.
Oh no, they leave the fighting until outside of the class. Like going to the movie theater to see Frozen 2, and they fight with machetes.
That's the UK again, man. I'm talking about America.
Oh.
Kids used to have fights at recess when I was growing up. We used to have a fight right after school.
Yeah, brawl. Yeah, after school brawl. Yeah.
When I was in
meet me by the playground at 3:00.
When I was in high school, there was a designated week for it. It's right before spring break. The week right before spring break was fight week. If you had a chip on your shoulder with somebody, pretty much, yeah. And it didn't, it was gender neutral too. Chicks would throw down with each other if they were having issues.
They were beefing. So I got a question. What if two homies are vegetarian? Can they still have beef with each other?
No, that's impossible.
Damn it.
They've got to have tofu instead.
I was making a joke about like all the impossible burgers that people are trying to come out with these days.
I thought about trying it, just to.
I refuse on principle.
Just out of curiosity, because I heard it tastes like shit.
The first person who tries to sneak me like an impossible burger without my knowledge is getting an ass whooping.
It's gonna be that Chris Farley sketch all over again.
Man, it's so strange. If they if vegans want people to become vegan, you don't do it by trying to say, "Hey, come eat our vegan stuff. It tastes just like meat."
Yeah, no.
That's completely defeating the purpose and the point of your entire, argument.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna mute 1 second.
Or eat this, you murderer.
Yeah. That's the other one too, is accusing people of things. You monster, how could you eat this better for you salad? Fuck you. And it's also to the point where I'd sit there and say, "Oh man, you use a cell phone? You know you're not a vegan, right?"
There was one gal in high school. She walked up, ripped a burger out of this guy's hand, and like threw it down the hallway. Or not, it wasn't a guy. It was a girl, but she was a bigger one. And she's like, that they slaughter animals for this, and it's inhumane. And she's just like, I was eating that, and now I'm going to kill you.
You cunt.
Fight broke out. The mammoth won, of course.
Yeah, as you do.
And we were all just like, no, don't do that again. Like,
that's what you get.
What did you learn?
Man, see, that's the thing is that I grew up, in the punk scene, back in the early '90s. So that kind of shit was rife and rampant everywhere. And all I gotta say is, man, those people were fucking pussies. It's so not, the actual ideals of punk at that point. You're gonna sit there and complain about someone's dietary habits and feel like you're fighting the good fight. You're a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Never got into the punk scene.
You're missing out, bro. It was fun.
I live too far out in the sticks for there to be any people listening to punk music.
Ah, that sucks.
Well, the punk scene here was merely cosmetic. And it was like we had a few punk bands like that started up. And I tried to listen to them, and I'm like, yeah, this one's all right, and I like this one. And they're just like, oh, well, we're gonna. If you like it, I'm not liking it. And I'm like, then what's the point of doing this if you don't like it?
They have one fan, those sellouts.
Yeah.
Like a friend of mine had a thing and where he would like, if you didn't know something about it, oh yeah, I'll play this for you. And that's like my first. He introduced me to 9 Inch Nails, and the first song I'd ever heard from him was "Perfect Drug."
Of course.
So it was a good song, and it had been stuck in my head the entire night that he introduced it. So I was like, oh yeah, I really like that song. He's like, well, I'm gonna throw my album away now. I'm like, are you fucking serious? If you didn't want me to listen to it, don't have me listen to it.
Yeah, why'd you play it for me?
Yeah, that's. I had a buddy in growing up. He listened to like all different types of music, and I think it was just trying to find like, you know, because this is a really white dude who, for a time, he went from like you know, kind of like rock music, classic rock, you know, stuff that we grew up with, you know, in the area, to like the new metal, you know, listened to Limp Bizkit a lot there for a minute, and then when he got tired of that, he moved on to like gangster rap.
I was gonna say, how long was his Nickelback phase?
Well, no, it was hilarious because like he's sitting there, he's got like Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and everything after, like, you know, like Aftermath records, and it's like, okay, you know, he's sitting there playing them. It's like, okay, and I guess he realized like nobody else cared, and so he moved on to something else. But it was funny to me because like, you know, he grew up with a single mom. And I'm pretty sure that, you know, she had a sugar daddy because he was getting some expensive gifts and shit for like Christmas and birthdays.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And like even at that age, I looked at him and was like, dude, your mom works at Walmart. How the fuck she afford this? You know?
Yeah.
Because like he had like a brand new stereo with like a, you know, like the 2 tape decks. You could you know, play a CD, you know, like multiple CD changer. You know, he could rip music, you know, back and forth, and it's like, and this was 99, 2000, maybe. And I'm just like, you know, because he would make cassettes for me of the music he liked. You know, that's why I ended up having like, you know, I had tapes somewhere. I don't know if I still got them. You know, with, you know, Dr. Dre and Limp Bizkit and Snoop Dogg and whatever the fuck else he was playing back then.
Well, if you've got a tape with Limp Bizkit on it, here's my advice: burn it.
I really don't think I still have it, but yeah, at one point in time, like, you know, when I was a kid, I had a tape that had, you know, Limp Bizkit on it, and it was hilarious because they had that one song where he had, you know, he said "fuck" so much, and like he ended up counting it out at the end of the song.
Yeah.
And my mom found that tape, and she wanted to go put it in like the car stereo, and that song came on, and she just looked at me like in the rearview mirror, just staring daggers, like, what the fuck is this?
What, Mom? I'm. It's like a motherfucking chainsaw. What?
I just looked at her, I was like, it was free.
Oh, well, in that case.
My frugal boy.
So, Tony, do you see any of the native accounts getting restless on this Thanksgiving?
I haven't seen anything so far.
Hey, man.
It's not like it was
I'm
last
closer
year.
to the original Thanksgiving now, man. I'm outnumbered by Native Americans.
Well, no, like the one that I've been following here recently, like, I guess she took the day off. Oh, this bitch is in Korea? How are you gonna bitch about white people and Indians when you're halfway around the world? That's hilarious.
It's fine. You're blind to your privilege, Camel.
How do Koreans feel about Indians is what I want to know. 'Cause
You know,
she's
that's one
mixed.
thing.
Apparently, she's mixed, like Korean and Native.
That's one thing that you don't really hear a whole lot about is other, regions' reactions to things like Native Americans. Is that mainly because Native Americans don't travel? If they don't go out of the U.S.?
I don't know about other natives, but yeah, I keep my ass here. So I have no interest on getting in a plane or on a boat and going somewhere else to see their shit.
Well,
I got the internet.
Who's that one actor? He's always playing a Native American because he looks most Native American. If that makes sense.
Adam Beach. I'm pretty sure he is Native American.
Oh no, I can't remember his name. He was really popular in the 80s and the 90s.
Blue Diamond Phillips.
Blue Diamond Phillips. That's his name.
Yeah, he is Filipino.
He's Filipino.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, as soon as you said like 80s and 90s, that clicked.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we should have done for Thanksgiving, Johnny?
Yeah.
Shit, now I'm blanking on the movie. John Wayne's Teeth.
Oh yeah.
Smoke Signals. That's what it is. Yes.
Smoke Signals.
I'm sick, and yeah, it's taking me a while to get all the cylinders firing. You ever seen that movie Quiz?
Smoke Signals?
Yeah, with Adam Beach.
No, I have not.
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah?
I haven't seen it in forever, so I'm not going to sit there and say that, yeah, it's a good movie, but the parts I remember of it were memorable. I'll put it that way.
Okay. Like, memorable as in, like, The Room, like we were discussing before, or, like, actually good?
The parts that I remember were kind of funny, but for some reason, I get the feeling that it's an overall depressing movie.
Okay.
Like I said, I haven't seen it in forever. I think the last time I saw it, I was a kid. So it's been about 20 years, at least.
He's Adam Beach is a member of the Saltu tribe.
And like he and his cousin are going on a hunt for his dad.
Okay. And say, that's kind of like bittersweet comedies are kind of my thing. My favorite movie of all time is Stranger Than Fiction.
I enjoy that movie too. That's one of the few Will Ferrell movies that I actually enjoy.
Me too. I hate Will Ferrell's comedy. He's so much better as a straight man. He needs to play more straight man.
Well, I did enjoy Talladega Nights, but not really for Will Ferrell. For everyone else in the movie.
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly, Michael Clark Duncan. No, wait, that was Michael Clark Duncan. That was what's the other guy's name? Shit.
Hold up.
Was that Michael Clark Duncan?
IMDb.
Yeah. Got to get the format right. Yeah, that was Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was wanting to confuse him with somebody else.
Probably Tiny Zeus Lister.
But yeah, that's literally the only Sacha Baron Cohen movie I've actually watched end to end.
Well, okay, it's Sacha Baron Cohen. Is that he's the star, or he just happens to be in it?
He was in the movie.
Okay, because all I gotta say about that is, you want a good Sacha Baron Cohen movie? Oh God, what's his name? Shit, Tim Burton, Sweeney Todd.
Oh, he was in that
That
too?
was so good. Yeah, he's the. If you don't like Sacha Baron Cohen, you'll love that one in double order, because he's a street barber that challenges Johnny Depp, Sweeney Todd to a competition, loses, confronts him about it, and then he is literally Johnny Depp's first victim. He slashes his throat.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even remember him from that, but okay, so
Yeah.
I've seen 2 movies he's in.
I've never actually seen Sweeney Todd.
Oh man, you should. It's so good. It is so good. I was skeptical at first too because I thought that Johnny Depp would not be a good singer, but I was pleasantly surprised. He was actually really good.
Okay, it's the movies, man. Are you sure it was him singing, or?
Yeah. The DVD extras had him actually showing off singing with vocal.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I saw it, but like most Tim Burton movies, I try and block it out.
You know, I like Tim Burton's movies. I'm not going to say he's a genius or that all of his movies are great, but I like a few of them.
They all seem kind of the same to me.
He definitely has an identifiable style. You're not wrong. But it doesn't put me off.
But,
Yeah, Tim Burton's okay. I've only seen the 2 Batman movies he did and Edward Scissorhands. I don't know if I've seen anything else he did, but he's alright.
Did you see, wait, you said the 2 main movies? Which ones?
2 Batman movies. I said the 2 Batman movies and Edward Scissorhands. Those are the 2. Those are the 3 movies that I know that I've seen that I know he did. I don't know if I've seen any of his others.
I still don't forgive Tim Burton for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh man, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was terrible, and I really didn't like his Alice in Wonderland.
I didn't like his Dark Shadows either.
Oh, Dark Shadows was so bad. It was so bad. See, and like, you know, this is coming from a guy who actually kind of likes his movies. I'll admit when he has shit movies. And those were shit movies.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
Speaking of shit movies, there's a question I wanted to ask Polly, but he doesn't follow me, so I can't just DM him.
No, I'll get on Polly about that.
His DMs are closed anyway.
But have you seen the movie The Spirit?
The Spirit. Oh God.
Gabriel Mock, Samuel L. Jackson, Scarlett Johansson, Eva Mendes.
I think I might have.
It's free on YouTube right now with ads, but if you have an ad blocker on your computer, you can watch it uninterrupted.
Okay.
The reason I was asking, it's a comic book movie in the same vein of Sin City.
Okay.
And Is
it actually good?
It's based on a comic book by Will somebody. I can't remember. But it's directed by Frank Miller, and that's why it looks like 300. Or not 300, but Sin City.
Gotcha.
And I really wanted to ask Polly if Frank Miller directed that before or after he stopped drinking, because it is bad. Bad.
This is before Frank Miller started drinking. He also wrote. Huh?
This is before he started drinking, 2008?
Oh, no. I'm saying what I'm about to bring up. This is before he started drinking, but did you know that he's a writer and producer for the second RoboCop movie?
Really?
The one with the second, like... Talking about the second one that was made? Or like this, like a reboot that they just did or something?
No, RoboCop 2.
Okay. I did not know.
I'm talking. Yeah, RoboCop 2 was written and produced by Frank Miller. He didn't direct it, but he produced it.
Oh, it's based off of a comic book series by Will Eisner.
Oh, Will Eisner? Okay. Will Eisner's a damn good comic writer, so fuck yeah.
But, like...
I'll say, yeah, the Spirit did sound familiar in terms of, comic continuity and stuff.
I remember watching part of The Spirit, and it felt kind of like... God, what the fuck movie was it? Sin City. It felt very much like Sin City.
Yeah, because Frank Miller wrote and directed it. But no, like the reason I ask, like, was he still drinking in 2008? Is because like the plot of the movie is so fucking disjointed.
Well, I'll say this: if you can look up when Frank Miller got his divorce, that's probably going to coincide about the same time that he stopped drinking. Not having to deal with his ex-wife probably made him say, "Oh yeah, I should probably stop drinking."
But yeah, here's the I guess synopsis. Rookie cop Denny Colt returns from the beyond as the Spirit, a hero whose mission is to fight against the bad forces in Central City.
Central City?
Yep.
You do know where Central City is supposed to be, right?
I'm guessing the center.
It's the Flash. It's the Flash's Gotham.
Oh, I thought it was. I was thinking either that or Green Arrows.
Oh no, Green Arrows is Star City.
And this is why I like Marvel. They just say New York.
Well, I don't like Marvel because you know why? At least DC has the temerity to make up their cities. Marvel just puts everything in New York.
Well, I mean,
how many superheroes does New York need? Come on.
Yeah, but Star City, I mean, Central City,
Gotham City, Metropolis.
I mean, at least
Coast
those
City.
they sound, But Star City, come on now, that's laziness. At least with Marvel being like, hey, everything's in New York. You're like, okay, well, we got some in Hell's Kitchen, we got some in Brooklyn, we got some in Harlem.
I say the best were out in the suburbs, though. I mean, that's where the X-Men were, in Westchester.
Oh, they were in AOC country.
Yeah. Now you got to remember, Charles Xavier was an extremely well-to-do man, so he's got to have a mansion out in the middle of the sticks. He's not going to be in the middle of fucking Brooklyn.
But now that you mention it, yeah, they do have a lot of folks in and around New York. Doctor Strange.
I'm not exaggerating. Literally every superhero in Marvel is in New York. That's the reason why they took such great pains to put them out different places. Like when the West Coast Avengers was a thing, and then there was that stint where they put the X-Men in San Francisco. Oh my God! Shoot me now! One of the worst decisions that Marvel has ever made, and they made America Chavez. So.
Hey, I didn't say I endorsed everything Marvel did. I just said I like the fact that they put him in New York instead of making up Starfish City and
I believe you have that in the wrong tense. It's making.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because they are making that movie.
I sincerely hope they are. Oh my God. Don't even know, man.
Well, I guess I got a good reason to have hijacked somebody's Disney Plus account now. When that comes out, I can just watch it for free.
No. Not Disney Plus. I want it in the theater, goddammit. It needs a theatrical release.
Oh, well, I'm not saying that it won't get one. I'm saying that I'm not going to go see it if there's a theatrical release.
Oh, dude, I will fucking... I've said it before. I'll say it again. I will fucking camp out for that shit, man. You better believe I will.
Hey, you'll be the only one.
Yes, I will. And I don't care. So, do you guys know that this was a thing? That there is bottled gravy.
Like bottle, or like in the jar
Like
bottle?
in a jar, bottled gravy.
Yeah.
I've only ever homemade my own gravy.
It homemade's way better.
Well, yeah, of course.
Like
But-
I've had the jar stuff before, but like the last time we had it, it was particularly gross.
Really?
Yeah, I have no idea. It was kind of weird.
My girlfriend came home yesterday with something from KFC. Cinnamon biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "You want to try this?" I took one bite of it. I was like, "Get that away from me." That it's like, I'm already genetically predisposed to diabetes. Are you just trying to, accelerate the process? What the fuck? 'Cause it's just their regular biscuits, but it's got like cinnamon glaze over it, like a Cinnabon.
See, that sounds like a dessert to me. Doesn't sound like something you would eat, kind of like a biscuit at a table for an entree.
Well, I know, like it was leftovers that she, had from eating that with somebody else. She's like, "Here, try this." I was like, "Oh god, that's gross."
I actually thought Kyler in chat was talking about a guy named Jared Gravy, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? And then I realized he means jarred gravy because you were just talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jared Gravy. Never heard of this guy.
That's Jared's nickname when he went to prison.
What's that?
That's Jared from Subway's nickname when he went to prison.
Oh, right.
Smother me with gravy, you big dirty man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I used to be 500 pounds.
I think I found out why girl is not tweeting on Thanksgiving. My Korean native. She posted a bunch of like oh, these are all from the same person too. Holy shit. Posted a bunch of screenshots. Like this one says, "Bitch, I'll dox you. I know where you live. I know you live in," and she got it marked out. Like, this person has to be someone who follows my personal. What are you gonna do? Fly to Korea for revenge? Are you that mad? Here's another one, Johnny. Everyone secretly hopes you end up MMIW. Nobody will miss your annoying tweets.
MMIW?
Missing or murdered Indigenous women.
That's mean.
That's a hashtag on Twitter too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you follow any native accounts, eventually you'll see that pop up in one of their tweets with the hashtag MMIW.
I mean, it is an actual problem, but
Oh goddamn! Bitch, I'm so over you. Nobody cares that you're brown. If we meet in Indian country, I'll gut you like a fish. That'll teach you not to act so high and mighty, you dumb bitch. Wow.
Oh, wow.
I do appreciate the fact that they spelled Indian country with NDN instead of like spelling it all out. But damn, that's harsh.
Well, some people need it sometimes, though.
Oh.
I mean, some people do need to learn that they've crossed lines.
What I thought was funny was because I started following this account because of Halloween. That's why.
Be right back.
All right. Yeah, I started following this account because the general standard Halloween tweets. Don't dress up like Mexicans. Don't dress up like geishas. Don't dress up like Indians. And that one always perks my ears up because it's like, dress however the fuck you want. We don't care. But
With the
Like-
internet, a really good video on that.
This account showed somebody as a vegan account. They was making fun of Indians because how we supposedly slaughter these animals and whatnot for food and clothing and shelter. Isn't it kind of ironic that now they're being slaughtered and whatnot without any care by white people? It's like, yeah, this tweet would have been perfectly timed about 400 years ago, man. But she got mad about this person's tweet and I can't remember if she screenshot it or just retweeted it, telling her followers to go report that account. And I scroll down and it's got this first reply. It says done. So I just replied to that person and I just put drone. Kept on going. Chances are, if you ask me to report somebody's account, I'm going to tell you go fuck off.
Good.
Yeah, you do it. How many times do they need to have this report?
Well, it's the sort of thing I've been a major advocate of this for as long as I've had anyone that will pay attention to what I say online, right? Never, ever listen to anyone that tells you what to do. If someone says, go do this thing, don't do it on principle. Because that is the exact opposite of freedom, man. You're constantly giving your freedom up to do that.
Chris, don't give me any money.
Hey, Quiz, that is exactly why I never read the fucking manual.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. These people have the temerity to say, I know what's better for you than you. Follow my examples. Do what I say. Fuck you. I'm going to do what you say. I don't need to listen to you at all. Fuck you.
So I imagine you're a big fan of Killing in the Name by Rage Against the Machine?
There's I can't remember the name of the band, but there's it's on SoundCloud somewhere. I have it saved, but I don't remember exactly where the link is. Otherwise, I would share it around. It's a folk version of "Killing in the Name."
Nice.
It's like fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
There's a guy named Richard Cheese who did the lounge version of it.
I love Richard Cheese. He's so good.
He also did the lounge. He did the lounge version of "Me So Horny" and "Down with the Sickness" too.
Yeah. He's got a lot
Down
of.
with the Sickness is in the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat Boone did No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Oh, nice.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
No more Mr. Please.
He's all glammed out with a leather jacket on.
No, I found the Richard Cheese "Me So Horny" because I was searching YouTube for different covers of songs.
Yeah.
And this guy on the Joe Rogan podcast was talking about a cover of Outkast's "Hey Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
And the dude doing the cover is just a acoustic guitar cover, but the way he's singing it, it's way more serious and kind of sad when you actually listen to the lyrics of "Hey Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, that actually sounds kind of cool. So I went and found that, and then I just got on this rabbit hole, and I found Richard Cheese. I'm like, "Me So Horny." I was like, click. I was like, oh, lounge.
I love Richard Cheese. He's so good.
You know Yahtzee, the guy that does Zero Punctuation?
No.
Basically,
Can't say that I do. It's a big place.
he basically does video game reviews, and people were like telling him what game to review next. So he his way of addressing that, because he wasn't allowed to swear on the Escapist, was to play Killing in the Name right up to the point where they start going, "Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me." He cut it off right before that point, so anyone who knows the song knows exactly what he was trying to say.
Oh man.
Yeah, say, man, my favorite bit in Down with the Sickness by Richard Cheese is the "Here it comes, get ready to die."
No, like a.
That's saying something too because I hate that song. I think the regular song is pretty awful. But yeah, no, the Richard Cheese song is awesome.
But no, because of finding all these different weird covers of different genres of music, there's one that I want to find that I have not found, and somebody needs to get on it, making it. I want a metal cover of Dolly Parton's 9 to 5.
I was gonna say, do you want a metal cover of Dolly Parton's Jolene? That's the more part.
No, actually, there is a metal cover of that. Frog Leap Studios.
Frog Leap is amazing.
He's great with all that stuff. But I guess I need to like message him and be like, hey, Dolly Parton, 9 to 5, get on it.
Yeah, that Leo, what's his name? Leo something.
He's Norwegian, I think. So I'm not even going to try to pronounce that.
I almost just want to call it, like, pull a monkey and just go Leo Machiavelli.
I think it's like Miracoli or something like that.
I'm going to call him by his channel name. That's Frog Leap Studios.
Yeah.
That is Leo from Frog Leap Studios, and that's as far as I'm going. So.
Because he did the metal version for Country Roads.
Yeah.
Almost heavy.
He did that metal version of Africa by Toto that Irate Bear used to use for his intro music.
That was the first I ever found of Frog Leap was Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't through Irate Bear, it was just a YouTube recommendation. It's like, oh, I wonder what this is. Oh, and I even posted it on Twitter because I was that impressed with it.
Oh, well, speaking of, he actually just, I think I saw, he did a cover of Men at Work, Down Under.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Down Under? Sweet.
Yeah.
You know, Colin Hay, the lead vocalist of Men at Work, has had a fairly successful career solo after Men at Work. He's really good.
Leo Moracchio. Moracchio.
That's too much effort.
Yeah.
I always look suspiciously at somebody who has that many vowels in their name.
And now the real question is, how many umlauts are in the name?
No, I'm just gonna call Leo Machiavelli. That's it.
Oh wow!
But no, like when I was working the graveyard at the convenience store, if there weren't any live streams going, I would just play like his playlist of covers while I was cleaning and whatnot.
Nice.
I'm sitting there headbanging to Hakuna Matata. While I was mobbing.
What a wonderful phrase.
Well,
Yeah,
he did do
he's all over the place.
He did do psychosocial with banjos.
Yeah,
oh God.
He's got a really good cover of Sultans of Swing. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. Danger Zone, Kenny Loggins.
Danger Zone.
Yeah.
Lana.
He did Eye of the Tiger with a dude from Sweden doing most of the vocals. So, pretty good channel. I enjoy his covers. I haven't really listened to any of his actual, like his stuff. I probably should get around to doing that, but
Here's a metal cover of American Idiot.
Can't be any worse than the original.
What?
American Idiot.
Man, Green Day. It pissed me off, man. I used to really like Green Day.
Yeah.
I liked them before 2000.
No, even after 2000, because Nimrod was their last good album.
Well, I think the last time I actually enjoyed their music was I want to say it was like '99. I think that's when Varsity Blues came out, and they were on the soundtrack.
What song?
After that, Nice Guys Finished Last.
Oh, okay, then that's Nimrod. So I guess you're right. Before 2000. Then.
I want to say it was Nice Guys Finished Last.
Yeah, that was 99 because Time of Your Life was our graduation song.
Mine too. Mine too.
Which was fucking ridiculous.
I love it when people say "Time of Your Life." You do know the real name of the song is "Good Riddance."
Yeah, no, and that's why they used it in the Seinfeld finale, because it's called Good Riddance.
Yeah. It's so ridiculous. It's like, oh man, it's Time of Your Life. No, that's the subtitle. The real title is Good Riddance. It's not a good song. It's not a happy song.
No, not at all. But no, I was going to point that out if you hadn't, that it's not actually called Time of Your Life.
Well, because people just cut off that "Good Riddance" part because it's in parentheses. It's like, no, that is part of this goddamn song.
No, Good Riddance is the
exact opposite. Yeah, exact opposite. It's "Good Riddance" is the name of the song, and then "Time of Your Life" is in parentheses.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
My bad. But yeah, people cut that "Good Riddance" off, and they're like, oh yeah, that's the name of the song. It's like, dude, no.
It's not a happy song.
It's kind of like Instant Karma by John Lennon, where everyone calls it They All Shine On. And no, the song is called Instant Karma, and then in parentheses is the bit where it's and They All Shine On. And everyone gets that one wrong too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't screen share this with you, Johnny, but I saw this on Twitter. It's the dinner scene from Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell's sitting there praying.
Baby Jesus.
Dear tiny little 8-pound, 2-ounce, 50-year-old sweet grain baby Yoda.
Yeah. I was saying, man, that's Disney in a nutshell, though. They get something successful with Mandalorian, and then now they have to try and, downplay it to make their other shit better because they realize that, people don't like their fucking movies. It's ridiculous.
Oh, come on now. Everyone's looking forward to Jar Jar Abrams' release next month. I can't wait to see which of the 42 different endings we're gonna get.
Oh man, yeah, I love that shit. Hearing about that, that's ridiculous, man. See, that's the thing is that this is kind of a long time coming for me. I've been out of Star Wars since Phantom Menace, so seeing it all fall apart is just it's a little cathartic. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I didn't watch Clone Wars or Revenge of the Sith. I tapped out at episode 1. I was like, this is not fucking Star Wars. What's going on here?
Yeah.
And then they started making the new ones, and I avoided them. And then a little over a year ago, I think, my girlfriend had company, and that person, staying over, watched The Last Jedi on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sitting there at the computer in the living room, just playing a video game or scrolling through Twitter or something. And I'm just trying to just block it out. And eventually, I look over to my right and I see the TV, and I just start going off on all the things that are wrong with this fucking movie. And we weren't even halfway through, and I just kept a running commentary going. and by the end of the movie, a dude looks at me, he's like, "Yeah, you're right. That movie was shit." I was like, "Yeah. Why'd you just spend 2 hours of my life watching it? I could have told you."
Hey, Camel would be good at cinema sins. Ding.
Well, yeah, no, I think the part that really got him was like, I got mad. I was like, "Why the fuck does she have purple hair? Why do they have hair dye in space? It's a galaxy far, far away."
A galaxy far, far away. A galaxy far, far away from your racism, you bigot.
But yeah, that guy I'm laughing was like, "Why the fuck does she have purple hair?"
Man, Laura Dern. Oh my God. Were the checks from Jurassic Park running a little thin? Is that it?
I just try to remember that she's on F is for Family, and I try to keep that in mind. And it's like, okay, it's a paycheck, you know. I don't hold anything against the people in the movie. It's the people who made the movie that I give my hire to.
And
I give my hire to Laura Dern because she could have very well have been just, I'm in the movie, so what? Big deal. But she didn't. It was all about the importance of the women representations and things like that she went off about when that movie came out. I'm like, here we go again.
It's a 4-minute warning.
4 minutes.
Ah.
I did get here kind of late, so.
Is that the 4 minutes until we pretend that we're going to end the stream and instead go for another half hour?
That's 4 minutes. 4 minutes until I try to find the live button to turn off the stream, and then we end up getting sidetracked in the conversation.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, I do have IMDb pulled up. We can find something else. Let's see. Let's go down the middle of the rabbit hole.
I'm getting messages from my girlfriend like, "Where are you?" It's like, we're not supposed to be there for another 2 hours. Hold up. Calm down.
Who's it?
Oh,
Calm
wow.
down.
They've got there's a Sin City TV show quiz.
Oh my God, I don't care.
Now, did you say sin or sim? Because they're two very different things.
Well, 1 second.
Yeah, no. Again, this is a obviously unpopular opinion, but I never liked that movie. I couldn't bring myself to like it, and I saw it several times too.
Which one?
It's the same thing with The Matrix. Like, I remember I saw The Matrix, and this is like, when it came out, I think it was what, 90, 98, 99 when the first Matrix came out. And a buddy of mine, brought it over on VHS, and we watched it on my TV. And the entire time, I'm just sitting there with my head in my hands, just having none of this movie. And then it gets to the part where Keanu Reeves, pops up in the ship with the jack in the back of his head, and he goes, "I know Kung Fu." I'm all like, "No, you don't." And that was when I completely checked out. Speaking of Talladega Nights, I think Terry's participating.
That's a drive-by door knocking.
Yeah.
But I didn't like The Matrix either. I watched it because the marketing was all like, no one can explain it to you. You have to see it for yourself. Like, okay, I'll see it for myself. Yeah, it's all right. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's just, whatever.
Yeah. I think the Matrix was best represented with the Animatrix. That was good. I liked the Animatrix.
I never saw that.
Oh, you should. It's several short vignettes of stories based around the Matrix, but not about, let's say, Neo or any of the characters.
Cool.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. And if you like that movie, you'll also like the other one, which is exactly the same format, but with Batman. It's called Gotham Knight.
Well, I'll try and remember that.
Yeah, no, it's really good. And also, all of it is animated. Same with Gotham Knight.
Sorry,
Orbit is what, sorry?
Animated.
Oh, okay, yeah.
my girlfriend's going to Thanksgiving dinner, and I'm staying here because I'm sick, but had to corral
No,
the
no.
hounds.
Sorry to hear that.
All right.
Yeah. My dogs apparently like her better than me now, so.
Well, smart dogs, yeah.
Bears won 24-20.
Oh my God, really?
Sports ball.
Yeah, who'd they play?
Lions.
Oh, yeah, it's
See,
Thanksgiving.
I told you, Bears always beat Lions.
Oh my.
All right.
Yeah, apparently Frank Miller's got a couple of writing credits coming out in 2020 with Cursed. Filming.
Okay.
Would you stop whining?
I almost thought that was Jake for a second.
No, that's Chewy. That's my Rottweiler.
Ah.
And then
Don't worry. We'll get
Sin
something.
City, the TV series, was announced, but they don't have a date for it yet.
I annoyed RJ with Camel's dog because he was talking about Star Wars and he mentioned Chewbacca, and I said, he mentioned Chewie, and I said, isn't that Camel's dog? And then he goes, no, it's short for Chewbacca. I go, yeah, that's Camel's dog.
Yeah, that's my dog, Chewbacca. If I weren't sick right now, I'd do the call. Exactly. That's it.
Yeah, I think I was annoying RJ a bit by pretending not to know what he was talking about.
That's hilarious. No, he was my mom's dog originally, and she got to where she couldn't take care of him anymore. He got away, and he was on the lam from the animal control for about a week.
How many unauthorized puppies did he have?
He didn't have any as far as I know, but yeah, it was funny because
that's a long week.
He had a puppy that was staying with my mom and him. You know, they both escaped, and animal control managed to get a hold of her, which she's sitting, right next to him right now. Shut up.
He knows you're talking about him.
No, he knows that she's leaving.
No.
They're talking about you, not to you, dog.
But also animal control. Enough.
I upset him. I offended him.
They picked up the
That's
girl.
racist, Terry.
Picked up the girl, and I managed to go pick her up, and then like, well, we haven't been able to catch him. So I gave my phone number to animal control, and they called me like a week later. It's like, hey, we think we found him. I was like, okay, cool. Where? Turns out he was like 2 blocks from my house. And so I drive over there. I have bring a leash because he's got a collar on.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, so he ran from your mom's to your house?
No. She had given him to somebody else that
Oh,
I was
okay.
aware of, and escaped from this person's house.
Okay.
Because this person didn't pay any fucking attention to either one of them, and yeah, they booked it.
Oh.
So, but yeah, he made it halfway across town. And while it's not a big place, population-wise, yeah, it's a pretty good area to cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it could be dangerous too. I mean, you never know who's
Yeah,
driving.
because he was pretty much following train tracks.
Oh wow.
And when I got to where they told me to meet him at, he's on the other side of the street, and they're trying to ease on up to him because he's about 100 pounds at that point.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
big dog.
He's just like, nah, fuck you,
Yeah.
And then I get out of my car, he hears the door close and he looks over and he kind of, huh? I was like, Chewie, come here. And he's like, hey, this person knows my name. And I did the call. He's like, oh, that's him. I'm going over there. He ran right up to me, laid down at my feet. I put a leash on him, took him home, and he's been mine ever since.
Yeah.
But
it's probably better that way.
Is this literally what they're calling the Birds of Prey movie?
What?
Oh, the fantabulous emancipation of Harley Quinn. Yeah, it is.
Good fucking Lord.
What did I miss?
I just happened to click on the top most anticipated movies of 2020, and number 10 is Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I'm willing to give some benefits of the doubt for that movie, but as it stands, I don't think that's going to be a good movie.
Is that Quiz's audio or is that mine?
That is Quiz's audio.
Oh, I'm sorry, what's up?
Your
you
audio
sound like you're talking through a can into a radio from the 1930s.
I'm sorry, I don't know what went wrong. I'm on my mobile phone, so.
That would explain
but
it.
I have the entire time.
What are the other anticipated movies, Johnny? Because I'm not anticipating that one all that much.
Let's see. Black Widow.
Okay, I mean...
Wonder Woman 84.
Alright.
Eternals.
Eh.
Top Gun Maverick.
I kind of want to see what they do with that one.
Yeah, that one looks okay.
Doolittle.
Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doolittle. I couldn't care less.
Chaos Walking.
What's that one?
A dystopian future where there are no women and all living creatures can hear each other's thoughts in streams of images.
There are no women.
There are no women, so everyone else knows exactly how horny the other ones are.
Apparently it's got Daisy Ridley in it.
Wait, I thought there were no women.
Maybe he identifies as a man. Yeah.
I mean, that's just confirming we've all fought from day one.
We're going to find out that Rey was packing more than just a lightsaber.
Yeah! And she's got 2 of them! That's what it's really about.
Let's see, Dune.
I'm sorry, did you say Doom or Dune?
Dune.
As
in the book.
Oh, so they're going to try that one again. Okay.
Yeah.
A Tenet, which doesn't have a plot, I guess. It's apparently going to be like...
That's because they don't even have trailers yet.
Yeah, it's apparently going to be dealing with espionage, time travel, and evolution. It's a Nolan movie, so, I mean... meh.
Makes sense. Yeah. Nolan's pretentious like that.
Now you're back. Godzilla vs. Kong.
There we go. I'm taking a picture of my my Thanksgiving Day spread here so that I can put it up on Twitter. And I've got you guys in the picture too. So.
And then No Time to Die, which is the next Bond movie.
Is Bond going to be a woman and or a
Pog?
It's a Daniel Craig.
Oh, okay. That's good. Okay.
And then Mulan. Let's see, Greyhound. Onward.
Hey, Quiz. What are the Daredevil books that Frank Miller worked on?
I would not be the person to ask that question. I never really read Daredevil. Polly would probably be the best.
I was gonna say, then tell Polly to follow me and have him answer. I'll just start sending these weird Frank Miller questions to him. Because I really do want to know, like, when did he stop drinking? Because, I mean, the Spirit, 2008. I'm guessing he was still on the sauce.
Right now, I'll use that to say goodnight. Like, all right.
Kyler says the new
See you later, everyone.
Those aren't bad.
We are closing this out right now. Yeah, thanks for coming, guys.
And next 6 minutes just shows up right as we're leaving. Hey, Six.
Nah, man.
Who showed up?
Next 6 minutes just popped in the chat. Hey, guys. Or hey, everyone.
Six is here. Shut it down, end the stream.
Yeah, he was already, he had his moment.
Call back to the Quiplash stream from Tuesday. Fuck Six.
Yes. It was from the Jackbox, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got home in time to watch like half of that.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So you guys, happy Thanksgiving to the Americans. To Australia, happy Thursday.
Yep. It's
Isn't it Friday for you guys already?
Yeah, it's actually Friday.
Oh,
but
it is Friday. That's right. This is evening
we're looking
time.
at the future.
So when do I get my honorary Australian citizenship for knowing all this stuff about the fictitious land that is Oz?
I'm willing to grant it to you right now, but if you want it official, you'd have to go through, customs and all that shit. So
Immigration,
yeah. And next 6 minutes is saying, "I heart Black Terry."
I don't know if I feel like fighting drop bears and roos for citizenship in a fake country.
That's a good point.
The roos are fine. Drop bears are a menace, and there's the emu problem.
Yeah, we never have actually got Terry's full opinion on the EQ.
I think there needs to be a final solution to the emu question.
Whoa!
Hashtag damn the emus.
Yeah. Well, Kyla says hashtag fuck emus, which, if that's what you're into, but I'll try not to judge.
So fucking emu!
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure they're quick, and you're probably gonna need like a step stool or something to get up there. Logistics, Kyler, just they don't math. But hey, man, I'm not kink shaming. Just saying.
I'm very close to kink shaming. If it was any animal other than emus, I'd let it slide.
Well,
and on that note,
I'm gonna go down some cough syrup and.
I think we better let Johnny in the stream. He's tried about 5 times now.
yeah. We'll end this with rape the emus. All right, you guys have a good day.
Later.
See you, everyone.
Wholesome message.